dear.
We are live.
Smushed the capybara. Okay, so...
All right, let me just do this. We'll be starting in a second, everybody. Yes. Okay.
Ooh, I hope there's a Pokemon today.
Well, you're in luck. It's going to be a great episode. You know, after 1,006 of these, you would think it'd be like a well-oiled machine, but somehow I just forget the most basic stuff.
Tony, it's the calories, man. It's the deficit of the calories. Your brain isn't firing.
Old
Minnesota
age,
starvation experiment.
old age, no calories. Well, come on. I mean, that's a bit of a reach that I'm at that stage.
You are.
Huh.
That's what they were taking in.
I know that experiment.
That's
I
what
read
they...
all about it.
Yeah. Well, we're having to live with the effects.
Wow. Brutal.
I'm just saying.
Right before we start the show.
Let's just say when you ate Pizzone, you were bam
Well, I mean,
on top of things.
I was happier. That's right. I don't know about that, but
I bet you if you ate a Pizzone right now, you'd probably have the best podcast you've had in like 3 years.
like it's like Popeye eating spinach.
Pizzone the Sailor Man. Oh man, can Colonel do pictures before the show even starts?
Sure.
He all does them pretty pictures.
How about I just text him Pizzone the Sailor Man? I got a text from Nicky Hill, and
He's
I
on
couldn't
his
even
way.
open it before he unsent it.
Oh, he did
He
that
unsent
last
one
night with a
last night.
TikTok.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
2
yeah.
seconds too short to. I wanted to know what it was
He's been
because
doing it a lot. He's been doing it a lot. All right. This will have to do. Get this out of here, and this will be 3, 2, 1. Nope, not 3, 2, 1. Here comes another text. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, webisode 1006, the Iron Valiant podcast.
Ooh.
Since MomBrain is working on something, would you mind reading the Pokemon today? I know you were excited as you expressed before the show started.
Excited.
Thanks, Deux.
No, thank you. Pokemon 1006, Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant has some similarities to a mad scientist's invention covered in a paranormal magazine.
Dr. Wily and Dondadon combined into one.
That's what I was thinking. Dondadon.
Oh. Its height is 4'7". Its weight is 77.2 pounds.
4'7".
Its gender is unknown. Its category is Paradox. Its abilities include Quark Drive, boosts the Pokemon's most proficient stat on electric terrain, or if the Pokemon is holding Booster Energy. That's pretty obvious, I would thought. But
well, as a Pokemon expert for you, yeah, to me, it's all brand new.
End of Pokemon section.
Thank you. Deux is here. How are you doing today?
Ooh, call me an Iron Valiant if you would.
Nicky Hill sent me a GIF of someone tapping their watch telling me to get the show started. So here we are. Nicky Hill is not here, but he's texting in spirit. I guess I don't know what
Hill,
he's doing.
we speak your name.
We speak your name. MomBrain is here.
Yes, I am.
How are you doing, MomBrain?
I'm grand. How are you?
I'm good. You're a liar. I can tell. Well, I already know you're not grand, but from your voice, I can tell you're not grand. MomBrain is trying to hack the mainframe right now. She's got something going on with
That's right.
Discord and login and whatever. But
she's like Ving Rhames in Mission Impossible.
She just cracked the code. I was trying to think of a movie where I could relate it to that she would know, and I was like, I got nothing. But you got it.
Obviously, everybody knows this.
She's like Data from the Goonies.
There you go.
That would have made way more sense.
Pages Apparel.
Anything, but
well, I mean, but he wouldn't have.
You know, he could.
Oh, definitely. Nicky Hill is at the circus. He says
that's very funny.
When he was at the circus.
I mean, he's got to be joking.
I remember there. No, he's been at the circus before.
I know, but that's his joke. Like,
right.
I'm guessing it's funny either way.
I hope it's a joke because we don't support circuses around here.
No. You don't support
It doesn't-
circuses. I don't support.
He could be at a
circuses. He
freak show.
can. Is that kind of circus okay?
If everyone's consenting.
If I
Some of the ones in test tubes, I don't think do.
if I
Been
If I
to a
had
freaky one on Venice Beach.
if I had more time, I'd send him one of the excellent gifts from the It Welcome to Derry. While we aren't big fans of the show, plenty of great It gifts have come from that show. So
I gotta see these. I
oh
haven't
yeah,
seen them.
just look up Welcome to Derry gifts, and I mean, it's all Pennywise, but there's Pennywise moments are great. So
There's the one from the It movie where Forrest Gump is on the ship and he like waves like this, and then they show Pennywise and he like uses a disembodied hand to wave back, and he's like all bloody. It's really funny.
let me say hello to the Discord. What is this video I saw in here? Hello, Tony De La Mancha. Happy Podcastmas Eve to you as well. Yes, that is correct, because by next episode, Christmas will have come and gone. So this is our Christmas Eve podcast. Hello, Malik Halo and Sneaker Hacks. It's very funny, Sneaker Hacks. Hello, Drake and Radical Defect. Red Souza with a nice picture of Iron Valiant, which is a pretty damn cool looking Pokemon. Oh boy. Hello, the Plant Rocker. Gecko Kitsune. Whoa, Slider is here. Look at that weird ass truck. Crazy Kebabs LLC. Pinchos. Oh, with some very unlicensed, very official, but unlicensed as in not approved by Nintendo Mario art with Mario,
how do you
Luigi,
know?
and Princess.
How do you know it's not approved? What makes you say that?
I guess I don't 100% know, but since I know that artwork is from another game that's already released, I don't think Mario was holding kebabs in that
Look
artwork.
at the Donkey Kong with the sideways hat.
Yep. Man, that is incredible. So, and that's in Wilmington, Delaware, they said.
I mean, I would eat there. I would try it.
Hello, E17 Pet, Blood Ocean, Vachi. What is this crap? Happy holidays from GoNintendo. This is 15 years ago. I did something like this. I'm so afraid to watch this. Oh no, I'm not. I can't watch this. I can't. I'm going to be too embarrassed. You see those things where, stuff you did. So Facebook has, again, I say this all the time. I want to make it very clear. I don't use Facebook, but I have Facebook for work. So I go in once every day to make sure everything's okay. When I go in there, it shows me something at the top. Usually it's from friends, but lately it's like, here's your memories from years ago. And I'm like, I'll go be nosy and see what I've done on Facebook all these years ago. And it is always the worst, cringiest crap ever, where I'm like, I can't believe I used to talk like this, or I used to, like, it's just so lame. And the funny part is, without getting into specifics, I look at, hello, 10 Division, good to see you. And 10 Division says, Merry Citrus, George. George, you get stabbed? Are you all right?
Sorry. I had some citrus juice in my throat. Well, Merry Citrus to you. Seasons greetings. Seasons greetings.
It's beautiful, George. Thank you. So it shows me memories of what I used to say. I was going to say, what's funny is now I look at what our friends are saying on their social media, and they are free to say whatever they want. It's their own social media. But I read it, and I'm like, this is awesome. Yes. You got it? Thank you, MomBrain. I say this is the most boomery stuff I have ever seen. There's a friend, not a friend. There's a not a friend. There's someone who is from school who was like, they posted up something where it's like, you won't catch me, gentle parenting. My kids listen, and they blah blah blah. And it was like a, the no symbol, the circle with the line through it. Thank you, George.
The Ghostbusters symbol.
Yes. And it said like, no gentle parenting, and they were listing all the things about why they weren't gentle parenting, and comments were like, preach, mama, preach, and all that stuff. And I was like, I wanted to leave a comment and say, like, do you realize everything you've listed in your post is gentle parenting? Like, I don't think you understand what gentle parenting is, but I'm like, I'm not a parent.
Well, they were saying no. to that.
Yes, exactly. They were saying no to gentle parenting and then explaining how they parent, which is exactly gentle parenting. But they were like, kids listen to rules in my house and we don't let them do whatever they want. I'm like, that's not gentle parenting.
Well, that's funny because they don't do that at school ever. So,
but I was like, Jesus Christ, the people, yes, again, people can post whatever they want on social media, but I'd like to think you grow and you change, but I don't, I say this all the time. People hit a certain age and they hit it years ago where they're like, everything I think now is the way I will think forever, and everything I thought then is right, and everything that comes afterwards is bad, and that's just the way people are. So it's terrible. 10 Division says, I punch my child every morning and kick them every night. That's right. No gentle parenting in that household.
Well, we do not condone abuse.
Why are we so comfortable putting all of our stuff out there? I mean, we've been doing it for years now, but
so
I
was thinking about
we're not
this.
celebrities. We're not the main character. What's going on?
I was thinking about this, and I'm pretty sure, usually I don't speak in absolutes, but this is as close to an absolute as I'm going to get because I am on the internet all the time. I think, being someone that's on the internet and having used social media for whatever, I have a feeling there's a very small group of people who post on social media just because they want to and they think it's fun. Like, that's it. They're just like, excited about something and they post it, and that's it. But a much larger group of people do it because something they've seen has made them mad or upset or sad, and they don't know what to do with those feelings, and they don't have anywhere in their life to put those feelings out. So they shout them into social media because they know there will be some kind of reaction, and you might get a like or a heart or a comment where you're like, there's somebody else that feels that way, because I know
You feel validated.
you feel validated. I know I still feel that way about all the things that I like, like wrestling and anime and comics and all that. I'll see stuff that make me very sad, and there's people like I can't really talk to, at least to like the depth of which I'd like to talk about some of those things, and I got nowhere to go. And over the years that builds up and it makes you sad or depressed or angry, and at some point you just shout it out into social media. I think that's what people are doing. But I did that when I was younger, and then I grow and you learn.
Now you get paid to do it.
You change, and so and I'm not saying what those people are doing is wrong. I'm saying I feel bad for them because I think that's where it's coming from. But the worst part is I don't think they ever get past that point. Like, I just think it's that's it. Colonel texted me and said, I've been listening while Crimbus shopping. I'm all over the Pizzone the Sailor Man. There you go. But yes, that's my 2 cents on social media. I'm not an expert, but I've certainly spent a lot of time on the internet and all that, and I've past experiences of my own and seeing what other people do. I think that's where it might be stemming from. So I feel kind of sad for the people, but
yeah, I mean, I right before I got off of Facebook, so this is years ago. Even this is like over 5 years ago, even longer. I remember one of my like younger relatives posted something like, oh, where's your global warming now? It's freezing today. And like, I remember being just like so sad.
Yeah.
That I don't know, like, why, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Like, so it was just like, why would you even put that out there? Like, first of all, you're telling on yourself in more ways than one. And like, now it's out there and people know, like, you've just revealed yourself and it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, we're filled with a nation full of these kind of people. So I don't know.
So yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. And MomBrain made the best decision of all of us. I mean, you did it too. You just still engage with comments, not engage. You read comments.
I just read them, but I shouldn't even do that. Really shouldn't.
MomBrain got off of social media a long time ago, and
almost 10 years ago.
A great idea. I would like to not be on it for
social
work.
media as far as Instagram and Facebook.
I gotta say, Blue Sky, as far as the audience that is there right now, and the activity on Blue Sky's pretty damn good. Like, I actually like Blue Sky, and I don't have many complaints because the filth, the trash, the evil people mostly still seem like they're active on X. I'm on X as well for work. But it seems like that's where, like, you post something, it's like people beating down and saying horrible things all the time. On Blue Sky, it seems you get a lot of support and like a good mix of comments too. So
Finally.
Just checking.
I don't know. I'm healthier without any social media.
Oh,
I'll,
yeah,
I'll
I'm not
keep
saying to get it.
I'll keep my Truth Social account, but that's about it.
Sorry, I was drinking water. Yeah, you got to stay up to date with the news. How could you not? You
I
gotta
gotta
keep that.
know what's happening.
Gotta. Skip forward now. MomBrain has gotten a new phone, and they gave, it's a Verizon thing where it's like, pay $10 more and you get an iPad. So MomBrain did that. So now we have an iPad, and as long as MomBrain will permit it, we have an iPad that I can look at for Discord to see you lovely people comment the whole time.
As long as you continue to behave.
Well, it's tough because what you consider behaving changes all the time.
It's true.
So
Yeah,
you
he's
just
like
give me a heads up.
he's like Sean Penn in one battle after another, from what I've heard.
That's right. All right, I got some things I want to talk about.
I'm sorry, real quick on this iPad. Is that a golden iPad? Is it yellow or
It's
is it?
yellow.
That's cool.
But let me tell you,
I never
it
saw
is.
that.
It absolutely is
a nice
gold.
color.
Like if you pop it out of the case, it's
I like it.
yeah. Thank you. I thought the yellow would be fun, and I was not expecting it to be so like nice.
Yeah, it looks fun.
You have a lot of fun on it, it seems.
Yeah,
Playing
I don't
games,
really.
reading
Yeah, I
books.
don't really like reading on it. I would much prefer my Kindle because the glare is real bad.
I'm fine with reading on. I prefer that than a Kindle, to tell you the truth.
Well, nobody
But-
asked you, did they?
Wow, what's going on today?
Kidding.
Oh, so mean.
Sorry, I was just.
I
kidding.
literally woke up today. You were gone. I cleaned the house. You
I
come
was
home and you
gone.
yelled at me for farting, and then you just turned
No,
mean
I didn't
after
yell
that.
at you for farting. I walked into your office
My office.
and
My farts.
I was like,
Fart fist.
"What is going on in
Can't
here?"
you smell I'm working in here?
It was so foul. It was so foul. And I was like, "Oh my god, did you fart?" And he was like, "Yes, I have been
It's
farting."
like, I hope you farted, because if that's you, we got to go to the doctor.
I'm dying, yeah.
It was really bad.
It's my office.
I know. And then you came upstairs to get clothes, and,
And
then
you're like, don't fart while you're up here.
I was like, "Can you just hold
Well,
it?"
don't.
Well, he did.
I did.
And you know what I had to do?
Light a match.
Oh, light a match.
Yep.
She's overdoing it. Like the part upstairs
She
was
did-
very tiny.
the
My
office-
office was bad. I
I-
agree.
I
but-
bet if you went in there right now, it would still smell of farts.
Well, as you might know, we bought 8,000 Costco pizzas last week that didn't get eaten. So that's what I've been eating literally all week. 2 slices
Oh.
every day of Costco pizza. So my body is fueling itself on
body is
Costco
ready.
pizza. So of course it's going to smell terrible. But Drake says, someone clip, can't you tell him farting? So anyway, I can see your comments all the time now. This is great. All right, I got things I want to talk about before we get into regular news, but just one thing.
I believe it was "Can't you smell I'm working
you
in
s-
here," which is
Yeah.
very fun.
Can't you smell I'm working? There you go.
That
Sorry.
needs to be on like a little plaque that you give out to like coworkers or something.
Christmas is still a few days away. You could get that worked up. All right, I got one thing here. I don't even know how to talk about this. I feel like I'm just going to read it, and I'll let you guys comment on it. If you have
Uh-oh.
a comment, don't look at this.
Okay, I didn't.
What's going on here? I'm going to read an article from Insider Gaming. So yes, this is gaming related, believe it or not. But it's not about a game that's coming to Switch or Switch 2, but it's about video games, so I say that counts. This is about Lords of the Fallen 2, for which there was a trailer at the Game Awards this year. It's made by, I guess you pronounce it Psy Games. It's CI.
Doesn't anyone care what
Oh
I
my
think?
God! Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry, Josh. How are you doing, my friend? Josh is here.
Shut up. I don't care.
Okay, and George is here, of course. George, how are you doing? We already heard you.
That's none of your business.
I'm okay, thank you.
So sorry for forgetting to talk to you guys.
Moving on.
Okay,
Moving on. Moving on.
Cygames CEO and head
Moving on.
of the studio. Thank you.
Like Gangnam style.
Moving on.
Like Gangnam style.
PSY, yes, Cygames.
My name is PSY.
Hell yeah.
George, are you a big fan of Psy?
Yeah, I got it from my daddy.
I mean, you're not going to get any pushback from me. I also love Psy. So, hello, Roth. Good to see you. So anyway, Cygames CEO and head of the studio, Marek Tyminski. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Merrick. That's a great name.
Why
Sounds
not-
like a villain from a futuristic movie.
Funny you should say it. Went on social media to talk about the new game. So based on my understanding from what was said here, the first game, Lords of the Fallen, allowed users to pick between body type A and B instead of doing male or female. So this guy went on social media and said, quote, many of you asked why the game initially had body type A, B. Hexworks started early 2020 as an autonomous studio owned by CI Games. Early on, political correctness and filtering meant not every decision reached me on time. I got a lot more involved from late 2024 and now act as head of studio alongside my CEO role. Things are very different now, and the studio got fully integrated. We reverted a lot of wrong decisions and will continue improving. Lords 2 is being built on real player feedback, and it's crystal clear in the last 2 trailers. So, you can pick up on a little bit of what he's saying there.
I'm sorry. So it's male or female, but they're just calling it A and B?
They were calling it A and B, but now they've gone back to male and female because body type A and body type B was woke. So
who cares either way? Oh, because of woke. Yeah.
So now it's male and female because, as we know, there are only 2 genders.
Right.
So obviously on social media, X in particular, this got a lot of love because it's X.
But why don't you? This might be crazy. Maybe this is too much. Why don't you pick like body style A or B and be like, my character is this, and like whatever you want him to be in your head, or I guess maybe no, that's it's too woke. It's too woke.
So somebody replied to this guy on social media and said, "I'm gonna buy the game definitely. Will there be attractive female characters, and will they be in revealing outfits and armor?" And he responded, "Yes." So. Very important stuff here.
What year is this? I mean, it's like it's 1998 or something.
Know,
like,
right?
what is going on?
Shite.
How many polygons are the boobs gonna have?
Yeah, exactly. I thought this would open on social media, on Twitter, but it doesn't. Another fan pointed out the game should be fun and not politically correct, and the CEO said, correct. That's not exactly what they said. I would love to read to you what they actually said, but for some reason, it's not opening the way I wanted to. Open in X. Okay, here we go. No. All right, there's the guy talking about naked women.
I talk a lot about getting with some pretty hot women.
Somebody here, I'm just reading through other comments. Somebody says, really appreciate the transparency. This is about there being nude women. I really appreciate the transparency. Based. Much love to you and your entire studio. Thank you for rejecting political correctness and listening to gamers. Somebody responded and said,
I like how those two are opposite.
Yes.
Right? They're the binary. There's being politically correct and there's being a gamer.
And why is it so bad? Like, it's just so weird to think that that's a bad thing. Like, I just don't get it.
Right.
It's so weird. Like, I just pick A and be like, my guy's a man. That's it. Like, say that to yourself. I don't know why it matters. Like, what in the game they're going to be like, type A is got to go fetch quest or something. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Here's the exact comment. A game is meant to be fun, not politically correct. And then the CEO responded by saying, correct. Okay, so a game is meant to be fun. No, a game is meant to be whatever the creators mean it to be. So a game I can love a game. Okay, like 1000. What'd you say, Ross?
It's the game.
Reggie, no.
It's the game.
He hates unions and he's anti-woke. I love 1000 Times Resist. That game is not fun. I enjoy that game. I love that game, but it is not a fun game.
I would have liked it more if I could have been
fun.
type A.
See?
But no, I had to be type B's.
So a game isn't supposed to be fun. A game isn't supposed to be politically correct. A game is supposed to be whatever the creator wants it to be. So like saying games should be politically correct is wrong. Saying games should be politically incorrect is wrong. A game should be what the creator wants the game to be. So if a creator wants the game to be something that's filled with half-naked women and whatever, okay, that's fine. Same for half-naked men or theys or whatever. It doesn't matter. If that's what the creator wants, okay. But to be like games should not be politically correct and games should be fun, that's wrong. Like games should be whatever the creators
You
want.
shouldn't
them to
have
be.
limiters on it.
Yes.
And also like so much of that is subjective,
Mhm.
right? Like what is fun for me is not fun for you.
And also, plenty of what people think has nothing to do with politics or political anything, very much does. Oftentimes, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
they're ignorant to it.
You know what's funny?
Discord
Kind
is
of
popping off. Yeah, there we go. This is what games are about. 10 Division. You got
Ooh, those are good legs.
This is
Kind
me in
of
my office today.
Adjacent to this is I have a really, really phenomenal occupational therapist at work. She's incredible, and she recommended some like a whole bunch of people who wrote a book on like regulation, like emotional regulation and how to regulate yourself. And I just started reading it. It's fantastic. And the authors are OTs and PhDs, right? So they're pretty learned folks. And one of the huge things they say,
Occupational therapist.
thank you. Yes. One of the huge things they say contribute greatly to being able to like achieve whatever level of regulation you need is that you have spent time
There was time.
engaged in activities that are like interesting to you and that you enjoy. So like I think it's really cool to say that like for me to say I enjoyed a game, it like satisfies that need for me, right?
Mhm.
It's something that I like was able to spend time enjoying,
Yeah.
that like enriched me in some way. You know, I think that's kind of cool.
Yes, I agree. Now, again, obviously us at the table here, we are we be considered very woke, and we would like games to
It's a really nice compliment.
to respect all types of people and everything like that. So seeing the CEO be like, get out of here, body type A and B, welcome back, male and female. We don't really care for that. But the greater point here is the fact that this CEO of a game company is putting his stamp of approval, and people are like, games should not be this and games should be this. And he's like, yes, this is correct. No, then you don't understand games, and on a much greater scale and important scale, you don't understand entertainment and art. You don't get it. Like, I'm not saying what you want to make is wrong. Make whatever you want to make. It may have things that disappoint me for a number of reasons. Hello, cumulative. But that's not the point. Art should be whatever the artist wants it to be. And to say like games should not be this or that or the other thing, and this isn't what gamers want, and like so ignorant.
I mean,
so ignorant.
And I don't know about this guy, this person, but it sounded like, I mean, how are you the CEO and not know that it's not male and female, that it's type A and B? Like, you didn't know that until the internet rose up against that information, and then he had to like, seize that opportunity to be like, no, we're against all this crap. Like, I don't understand.
He said not every decision reached him back in the day, but now he's the one running the ship, so we're taking care of that stuff. So that's why he just wants people to know, like, listen, I was never woke and I didn't like that, but that was above my head at the time. But now that I'm doing it, none of that. And yes, the women will be naked in this game. So
it's crazy to me when people complain about wokeness, because I'm usually like, they don't know what that means. But the more they talk about it, the more they know what it means. They just don't like.
It would be better if they didn't know.
From
that
them.
is
And
exactly it.
It's like insane, because I'm
they
like,
just don't like other people.
I'm like, a lot of times I'm like, there's no way they know what woke means. It just means politically correct. We've been talking about that since the 80s. And then it's like, oh, wait, they hate these people. They don't even want that person playing a game that they like to play. Like,
yes.
I don't even what? I mean, what does that have anything? How does that affect you at all? In fact, that's an extra person buying a game that you might possibly like, and then you could have more of the game in the future.
But he would argue that that people won't buy it because it does that. And he's like, we've got the evidence to show that that's the case. So, okay, maybe you have figured out
it's just a good business decision. Oh,
okay. Maybe you have figured out that by being anti-woke, you can generate a larger audience for the type of game that you are making, and apparently that type of game woos people who don't who aren't welcoming to other types of people, which, call me crazy. I would be horrified if my piece of art did that, where I create a piece of art and it brings in like, if I made a piece of art and it's like, well,
If you were Pepe or
KKK
something.
loves it and racists love it, I'd be like, what did I do? What? No, this is. But here he's like, well, people who don't want to acknowledge that there are other types of people out there, and that women must be wearing next to nothing to be of any interest. Like, women need to be decorations in this game to get people interested and secure their purchase. I'd be like, oh, maybe I don't know that I'm doing here isn't clicking in the way that I want it to, but whatever.
ThePlantRocker in Discord says, I think people that like games are playing them, and people that hate games are online ranting. And I think that's absolutely true.
Could be a great point. Cumulative says there's masculine women's bodies and feminine men's bodies. I'm a man with enough of a feminine body that I've got more than my fair share of misses and ma'ams. It probably doesn't help that I like to keep my hair long. Yeah, whatever.
They're made up constructs.
And again, like, yes, we feel one way about this and we don't like that this guy is doing this and everything. But again, I just can't stress enough. This is more for me about, I'm welcoming of everybody of any kind. I don't care, unless you're racist. But
or a Republican.
But
I'm kidding. Mostly.
Can I finish the thought?
I thought you'd get upset that I said it, so I wanted to be clear.
The thoughts of MomBrain are of MomBrain, and now I will try to my thought's gone. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, just what's more important to me is someone being like, this is what art should be, and these other things are not what art should be. And I'm like, how can you say that? And like, not think in your mind, like, maybe it's like Skinner. No, it's the children who are wrong. Like, it's just like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Hello, PC. Good to see you. But that's the way that it is. So just want to put that out there about games and remind everyone listening to this show that we love you no matter who you are. And not more importantly, equally important, if you are creating art, create the art that you believe in, and do not let anybody tell you that what you're creating should not be considered art. Everything is welcome. And there's art that I don't like, certainly, and things that are done in art that I don't like for a number of reasons. But if it's the artist's vision, it's the artist's vision.
I'm just glad that we have like a Toby Fox tier of gamers out there. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like people, not everybody's like, not everyone is a fallen lord twice over.
That's right. Toby Fox is king of the he, she's, theys. I mean, but that game is all about welcoming those kinds of people. But
it's natural. It's not like a shoehorn down your throat thing. It's just the way it is, and it's great, and it has nothing to do with what they are. And like, whatever, I just like I'm so sick and tired of this crap. Like, especially when we have it's like a mirror image of what's going on a huger scale.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, why is it even like this? I mean, the golden rule, what did your parents teach you? What's the first thing they taught you? Treat others the way you want to be treated. Who's not taught that?
Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of parents themselves have forgotten that. But anyway, we could talk about this all day. There's something I was going to say, but it doesn't matter. MomBrain, did you know that you can join the GoNintendo Patreon
for $1?
See, I work with you on that.
I appreciate that.
Let me tell you what I talked about this week. I talked about Cena and the end of an era. Cena had his final match. Drew Michaels gave a salute as is appropriate. Cena gave a salute before he left the stadium or the arena.
That's why I did it. That was a really it was really nice to see him come out and have like all those wrestlers and stuff that were like there to support him. Like, I thought that was really, really touching.
I hope that happens for me the day that I retire.
Those wrestlers show up? Booker T shows up?
No, my colleagues.
Five times.
We'll all be so decrepit and old by then.
So Cena had his final match. I thought it was exactly what it should have been as far as I see it. And Cena, hearing him talk about it afterwards, was very happy with it. And the moment at the very end of the match, spoiler alert, where he lost, because I think he should have lost. And anybody who's followed Cena knows he wants to lose.
Ric Flair and maybe Bret Hart are the only two guys that want to win their last match.
So Bret Hart,
Everyone else understands.
God bless Bret Hart. He's the world's most angry man about everything. He hates everyone and is miserable about everything. He's a broken man. Rick is just crazy.
I know they screwed him, but like he probably could have had like a great retirement career if he didn't like take it so badly, I guess.
Yeah. Cena in the final moments of in the match, he was put in a sleeper hold multiple times, but that's how he went out in the end, through a sleeper hold, and he tapped out to it. But you see, as you're watching it, you see Cena like fading, and then you see Cena like look and like give a very slight like smile, smirk, and then tap and then roll out. And I was like, oh, that's so good, because it's like, I thought to myself, I was like, it's him saying like he's done all he can do. He's made peace with it. He said his goodbyes. It's time to go. It's time to go. And that's why he tapped. And then I saw him on Cody's podcast talking about it. And that's exactly what he was saying. He's like, that he was so happy with the way the match went. He said it was exactly what he wanted. And that end, he's like, that end there tells the whole story of like, it's my time to go. Like I've lived a wonderful wrestling life, and like I got to say my goodbyes to everybody I wanted to, and it was like a beautiful thing when you like come to realize this is the end, and I've had a great experience. And it was great. And like watching him and Cody talk about it, Cody was tearing up over it, and Cena started to get choked up over it. Like it's just great. And Cena was. Go ahead.
No, it's gonna
go for the joke.
No, it's not appropriate.
Go for the joke. Let's hear it.
And Cactus Jack also was sad that Cena retired. So Mick Foley was like, "I'm out of here."
Cactus Jack. We don't know if
I couldn't think of his
Jack
real
could be
name.
a Republican. We probably know.
I couldn't think
There's
of his real name.
Cactus Jack,
Mick Foley,
Dude Love, and Mick Foley, and we only know what Mick Foley thinks.
The joke was going to be he left because Cena retired, when that we know he didn't, and we shouldn't even be talking about it because that just makes everyone sad.
I'm gonna talk about that anyway. Cena was talking about Cena has this famous thing where he's asked, what's your favorite match you've ever had? And he always says the next one. So Cody was like, Cody and Cena in real life are very good friends. And Cody's like, so John, whenever anybody asks you what your favorite match is, you always say the next one. And John says something like, oh, you son of a bitch. And he's like, what's your favorite match? And he was like, and then he went on to a conversation. He's like, I'm not going to say my favorite match. He's going to say his favorite moment. And he said, my favorite moment actually happened just a few months ago. He's like, I can't get it out of my head, where he said he went to Saudi Arabia for a match with Punk. And Punk in the past famously said some very, very, very horrible things about Saudi Arabian people in general, like really nasty stuff.
He was probably drunk when he said that, though.
Punk? Oh, yeah, definitely drunk on Pepsi. And then Punk went to Saudi Arabia and like apologized to the people and like had a moment with somebody. And Cena was like,
being chilling.
Cena was like, seeing that moment play out, he's like with the people. He's like, where Punk had the guts to like talk to the people and say, I'm sorry, and like have an exchange with somebody. And like seeing that person in the audience.
Do you think he learned that from Deux?
Maybe he did.
I think he could have learned that from you, Deux.
Deux still learning himself. See, I'm learning,
and
from
that's
Punk.
exactly the right thing to say.
But it's like seeing them have that exchange in the crowd in a pre-show. It's a pre-show moment, and that person in the crowd forgive him, and then the other people expand to that. And then he's like, then the show happened, and the arena was supporting Punk because they hated Punk because of what he said. He's like, Cena was like, that happened because of wrestling. And Cena's like smacking the ring. And he's like, we are wrestlers. And that beautiful moment happened because of wrestling, where two people had a moment where like all was forgiven. He's like, that's incredible. He's like, I cannot get over that happened because of wrestling. And Cena's like, that's the power of what we do. That can be facilitated through wrestling. Because Cena's not looking at it as like, the Saudi Arabian regime and all that, which, horrendous stuff. He's just
Yeah.
talking about the people in general, just the people, because there's certainly a hatred out there for all
Mhm.
kinds of people, them included. So that was just really cool to see. But anyway, yes.
When CM Punk and Cody gave their belts to Cena and he didn't want to take, like, because
Yeah.
he feels like he didn't earn them in that
Yeah.
moment, and like they made him like do like a kind of a celebration. I was like, and I'm not even like a wrestling guy, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is hard not to feel any
Yeah.
kind of emotion when this is going on. Like it was
Yeah.
you could cut the emotion with a
Well,
knife. It
Punk
was
told him right
really
there,
powerful.
I love you. Like, Cena and Punk are like really, really close. And I forget what Cena said, but in his interview, he was like, Cena's like, I'm very professional. Nothing gets me in the ring. He's like, I'm on, like 24/7 in the ring. I'm on. Like I my character's there. I know what I'm doing. Nothing pulls me out of it. And I forget what he said. Punk said, but he said Punk leaned into him during a match and whispered something in his ear, and Cena was like, he's like, I lost it. He's like, it's one of the only times it ever happened to me where I was like, holy crap, and just completely fell out of it. And he's like, I had to recenter myself and get back into it. So there, yeah. And Cody stayed there for a long time after that match ended and stood at like just the side of the ring, crying, like looking at Cena's ring boots in there. Hello, Colossus. Like,
oh yeah, when he took that was
like
emotional
that's
too.
real emotion. It's Cody cares about wrestling just like Cena does, without a doubt.
So my very, very, very best friend at work moved overseas a few years ago. And it was like she retired, right? Like, and I wasn't gonna
That's
see
funny,
her again.
Colossus.
Biden was elected and she's like, I'm out of here.
It was actually
Just kidding.
Trump that did it. She was an immigrant and anyway.
Got out before they could throw her out.
And now my other very, very, very close dear friend at work is retiring this week. And I was like thinking about, like, as I'm watching the Cena match, I'm like, I know how they feel. Like, this is the person that you spend more time with than like your people at home, than
Yeah.
your family. Like this is your family. These people have seen you through some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, back
And
when
like,
go ahead.
like, not that my job is like incredibly physical, but like we've been in some pretty serious, intense,
Oh, you've
dangerous
wrestled a few matches.
situations together, and we've always had each other's backs and like taking care of each other. And there is something really, really hard and homesick feeling about saying goodbye to somebody like that. And we'll see each other. It's not that we won't see each
Yeah,
other, but
it'll-
the magic is gone. Like, you'll
Yeah,
never get that
that's
back.
it.
That bond that you had through that shared
Yeah.
thing. It's
Yeah,
like
and it'll turn
soldiers in
into-
war kind of thing.
Yeah.
That
And especially with wrestling too, they're in there, and yes, they're putting on matches, and people are getting hurt, whatever. But the number one job for them all the time is make sure the other person is safe,
Yeah.
without a doubt. So, there's that's a lot that they went through, and you're exactly right. They're on the road with each other. I mean, when Cena was really a full timer, 230 days a year they're on the road. Like, that's your family. So yes, it's sad, but Cena, the wrestler, not the best wrestler in the world, cannot deny his passion for it and what he did for the industry and all that he brought to people. So is
and what he's doing for
beautiful
the
to see.
kids. My
That's right.
God.
that's right.
I mean, his Make-A-Wish record
He's
is
the king.
I
Will
mean,
he
everyone
continue
should be
that?
talking about that.
He'll keep doing Make-A-Wishes. Yeah, definitely. As long as kids
You know,
want
it's
them.
going to be crazy. Well, he's still so
My
in like
wish is for Cena to wrestle again.
some kid like on their deathbed.
Yeah, right.
Pile drives the kid. Here you go. Get
he
Yeah, an
he's gonna
impromptu
be
match.
in like the pop culture, miasma forever. Because like,
Oh, he's a big time actor now. Yeah.
but it'll be interesting to see how the dynamic changes of like Make-A-Wish kids wanting him to be their Make-A-Wish
Yeah.
as he's not in the ring anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure for at least a few years it will continue at the same cadence. But yeah, he'll be in the zeitgeist through Peacemaker and guys in movies all the times. I'm sure he'll be around for a very long time.
and Eagly to come visit me.
So yeah, I wrote about that also. Like Deux was saying, I called this the end of an era for Cena. But it's also the end of an era for me because, as Deux was saying, Mick Foley, former wrestler, was talking about how there was the murder of Rob Reiner this week. That was this week, right? Yeah, it had to be.
Isn't that crazy? 2 days after that happened, we'd already forgotten about it because
Yeah.
of all the nutty. Anyways,
the murder of Rob Reiner, and the president put out a statement that us at the table would consider unhinged. And Mick Foley put out a comment after that saying Mick is staunchly, I don't know if he's a Democrat, but he's staunchly against Trump. I don't think he's a
And
Republican at all.
Pro-love and humans.
He's very liberal, without a doubt, and he has been under a Legends contract for WWE, and with all that he's seen, and he knows obviously inner workings of WWE more than any viewer would, and all that stuff. He was just like, with what Trump said and my ties to the company, he's like, I'm done. I'm not renewing my Legends contract. I told them I'm not doing any more dates until they cut their ties with Trump or whatever. And I'm a huge fan of Mick Foley. I love Mick Foley as a person. Hello, Straight Jeff, and good to see you. And at that point, I was like, well, Mick knows better than I ever would, and I was like, this is my time is now, just like Cena. So I've officially stopped watching WWE, and I will not watch until their company comes out with a statement that says something against the current political climate or political regime, or I don't want to get into specifics, but when someone isn't here anymore, let's just say it like that.
I mean, I hope that happens sooner than later, but that's also not gonna.
it's not going to stop the corruption.
Yeah, I mean, I would like for the company to make a statement. That would be great.
Yeah.
Well, but but I mean, like, that's not going to happen. We're not crazy. Like that.
Yeah.
That kind of thing doesn't happen. Very, who like Ben and Jerry's can't even make a statement. It's not going to happen.
It's sad. Yeah.
You have to be a
sick.
company from the beginning that is built with the idea of being against that stuff to have that statement. Like, it's just not going to happen. But if that thing happens that we're not naming, that's good enough for me, because then that tie is cut.
Yeah.
Not literally, but it's severed.
Well, for you, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I feel differently.
So, yep, I'm out, which makes me very sad because, I watched every single week for over 2 decades. And it makes me really sad because wrestling isn't just entertainment to me. Wrestling is an art form. Hello, NicoDarunia. Wrestling is something like I really believe in, really appreciate, really don't think gets the credit it deserves. So I'll still be watching wrestling like I watch AEW. I enjoy AEW, but not anywhere to the degree that I do WWE, for a whole bunch of reasons you don't need to hear. But yes, there's still wrestling I will watch. Just doesn't hit the same for me. I'll watch AEW. I like New Japan. I would like to watch TNA, but TNA has their ties to WWE, so I don't know. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's weird. Mick Foley's out, but strangely, his sock puppet is still gonna be in. So you'll be seeing his hand in the sock puppet.
Mr. Sacco has some very
Mr. Sacco, yes.
divisive opinions that we don't need to bring up here. But yes, not that he does. He does not share the same opinions that Mick does. Moving on. I also wrote about Wake Up Dead Man, the newest Knives Out movie, because I am a fan of Knives Out. I really liked the first movie. I really didn't like the second movie. Deux and I both watched the third movie, and we both really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and actually, the more time that goes on, I watched it once, but it was probably when it came out a week ago. I like it more now. The more I've been thinking about it, I really liked that movie.
It was Nikki Hill has been joking about it because he saw advertisements or whatever that said it's the best movie since the first. Is that what it said? And he thinks that's funny because there's only been 3 movies. So
did he think it was funny, or was he annoyed about it? I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Let's hope he's listening. I think it's always a mix of both with him usually.
See, I thought it was kind of funny. So when I watched it, I texted him and I said it's the best one since the first one, and he thought that was funny.
But you know that yes, I also think it's the best one since the first one. I would argue that it's the best one. I just think it's the best movie. You know, the first one and the third one are at least very close for me. Like they're both really great movies. I like the style. I like the humor. I like the stories that they're telling. I just really enjoy those movies, and I'm not watching them to be like, I'm going to be a detective and figure out who did it, because you're really not going to be able to figure it out.
I kind of like that they almost reveal kind of what the mystery is like halfway through. It's not like it doesn't seem like the point of the movie is the mystery as much as the other things that are kind of going on around it. So so I like that aspect of it. There are I might have mentioned before on the podcast that lately I've been watching Midsummer Murders, and I just want to say that this is strangely like 2 different episodes of Midsummer Murders kind of wrapped into this. But yeah, I mean, it was enjoyable. I like all that kind of stuff. I thought it was well shot. I thought it was really well shot, and I liked the location a lot. I thought it was really nice. The acting was good.
I'm not usually one that cares about locations in movies, and I'm not a religious man at all. But I did like the location of the movie, like the setting of the movie was very enjoyable.
I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm racking my brain to find out what small town in America has a European style beautiful cathedral, but but yeah, it was I kind of liked it.
I mean, probably New Jersey has one somewhere.
Probably.
It's not a crazy thought,
but that guy, I never saw that guy before. The guy who plays not Daniel Craig, but the main character.
Nope.
That guy's great.
I never saw him, and now I saw him in something else, or I saw him promoting something else. I was like, I've never seen this guy. Now I've seen him twice in the same week.
I think he's going to be a big deal. He was pretty good.
Yes, I really liked him. He did a great job. But yep, great movie. Really enjoyed it. I really don't have any complaints that are worth sharing at all. It was just a lot of fun.
What's going on with Benoit Blanc's hair, I guess? I mean, I'm just jealous that I can't do it, but like, I don't know. The first 2, he had his hair one way, and then in this one, he's like, I'm a bohemian. Okay, good for you.
Well, I noticed it was a different hairstyle, but I wasn't ever like,
what's funny?
Not my Blanc.
What's funny is I saw it, and I was like, oh, they kept the hairstyle from the second one. He grew it out for the second one. I had misremembered, and I went back and looked at the second one, and he looks like the first movie. So I got all confused. So maybe I'm not watching the right movies.
Maybe that's why this was the best one since the first one, because the
hair. Actually, that's exactly why. Oh, you know who was great? Glenn Close, I thought was excellent.
Yes.
I mean, she's obviously Glenn Close, but she was great in it.
Yes.
It was good to see, like a great part for an older woman. Like you don't really see that, and she nailed it.
She wasn't playing, a grandma or a nanny, what all old ladies play, or just a decrepit old woman. What?
Nanny people?
I thought this was about Fran Drescher. 10 Division says they changed his hair. Never mind. Screw this. I'm boycotting it. There you go. It's over.
Finally, someone who sees it my way.
He used to have type A hair, and now he's got type B hair.
Again, I'm just jealous that I don't have any hair. I've got type C hair, and there's no way around it.
So yeah, great movie. If you like the first and were let down by the second, then I highly recommend this one. If you like them both, then I don't see why you wouldn't like this one. So a lot of fun. Really liked it. I also wrote about Parallel Play, which is something I talked to MomBrain about this week because I miss the days of Parallel Play. Parallel Play is when you're in the same room with people, but you're not necessarily doing the same thing. You're just enjoying the thing that you're doing alongside someone else's company. So say you're with a significant other or a brother or a sister. What's wrong here? I don't like the term because I'm a teacher.
No, technically I don't. No,
I want you to know I did extensive research on this before I used the term.
Yeah, I'm
not a lie.
Right. I mean, it's something that I am
trained in. I know.
Yeah.
Drag me. Let's go.
I'm not. No, here's my question. Does it have to be the same activity?
No, I literally just said that, Nikki Hill.
Okay.
I'm listening. Let's go.
No, there's not another. I can't think of how else it would be categorized. Generally, when we're talking about parallel play, we're talking about we're both playing blocks, but you have your blocks and I have mine. It's my favorite way to play. I don't like cooperative play.
Your favorite way to play is alone. You
Yeah,
don't even want other people around. I'm very lucky to be able to be around, but
yeah. You
most of
and
the time
do.
I'm just allowed. It's not because you want me there.
Yeah, you live here. No, I don't like to share.
No, I know.
I don't think that's. I mean,
So
I'm just being
anyway,
honest.
Can I get back to what I was
Yeah,
saying
go for
now
it.
after
Sorry.
you didn't trust me with my term?
No, I do. It occurred to me that like I always kind of just think of it as like same materials.
You're like Cookie Monster in the Cher song with Cookie Monster and Kermit. Or
Yeah.
is it Ernie?
I don't know.
You're the expert on that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All I know is he never eats those goddamn cookies. There's not a crumb that actually stays in that guy's mouth.
It's actually very particular formulation. So that he's not damaged by whatever
I don't know what you mean.
he's got sensitive skin.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I understand. So anyway, parallel play, same place, doing some activity. Don't have to be doing the same activity, and you're enjoying each other's time, just being in the same room while you're enjoying whatever activity it is. And I used to do that all the time with the video games because when we lived in the apartment, my game stuff was in the living room. So oftentimes you would be reading or knitting or napping, and I'd be playing a game. Obviously, back in my younger days when I was at my parents' house, had a big room where everybody was there, friends were hanging out and we were playing, or family was there. Like I'd be playing something on the TV while my sister was doing 2-player, or my mom was just sitting in the back hanging out, or my dad was listening to the Chieftains because that's all he did all the time.
Or Tomita.
That's right. Just all that kind of stuff. And I miss that because now I don't have that. All my game stuff is in the basement. Like that's where my modern and retro stuff is. My office has a TV that I was mostly using for when I was recording stuff, but it's got like a little TV for retro stuff. But still, I'm the only one in my office. So I was writing about
farts.
how I missed that. And I was talking to MomBrain about it this week about how I'd like to change it in some way. I just don't know what I'm going to do because, I can't move up everything into the living room. Well, I could, but playing in the living room just doesn't make sense all the time. And then especially not playing Fortnite in the living room because I'm yelling and screaming and all that.
Could
And I'm not
have
going to do that to MomBrain. So.
Intricate series of mirrors. So you're sitting down there like going up the stairs.
Feeling of being in the same room with somebody, not just being able to see
you can
them.
get a body pillow next to you too while you
with the
mirrors.
We have a kid that I've been working on a behavior plan for who just sub vocalizes all day. So like everything that the kid does, they're saying it out loud. And if they're not like narrating it, they're singing or whatever. So I was like in a moment of pure genius, I was looking for those court reporter things that you put over your mouth so that like, and I was like, can you get it to just like, can we teach the kid? I mean, he'd have to obviously consent, but like to just strap it around his head. So maybe I'll just get you one of those and you could play Fortnite upstairs.
Perfect.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
That's what I said in the post. I was like, MomBrain would never complain at all, but I would feel bad.
It would probably wake me up.
It would drive you nuts.
My mother, when she comes to stay, it's like her favorite thing. She's like, I just hear him down there. She's in bed. I hear him down there having so much fun, and it's just so nice to listen to.
It's genuine fun.
It's just so lovely. She doesn't know what men having fun sounds like. I don't think.
I was going to say,
just a lot of experience.
Yeah, I do enjoy myself, and I'm very vocal about enjoying myself, and I do not hold back from. When I gotta laugh, I laugh, and when I'm happy, I'm happy, and when I'm excited, I'm excited.
He's got a microphone that if he's too loud, it'll cut him out. So that the people playing with him can't hear him. So like whenever something's happening in Fortnite, you'll hear him go, ah! And then just like cut out and then like come back in. Or
Does it still happen?
No, not since you fixed it. But like, but yeah, it was funny actually. Like I like it both ways because your screams are really good. But it was fun. It's funny to have you get excited and like just cut out, and it's like we lost. Like and then you hear the little.
We switched from Fortnite party chat to Discord, and Discord has an audio limiter, so when you reach a certain threshold, it cuts you off. So and now it does it to everybody. Like it doesn't do it to like Adam because he doesn't ever yell. It does it to you. It does it to Music Man, we speak your name. And I don't like it because I like to hear what everybody else is saying. But I would imagine, when I'm yelling, I'm not mad. It's usually funny or I'm having fun. So I would imagine hearing it coming from me would be funny.
Sounds.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
yelling a lot.
Do you want to hear him laugh really hard?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to laugh. I'm going to be able to not to.
So cool. It's like it's in real life.
Not laughing out loud.
Hey,
Totally fine.
stop
I'll do it.
recording me, okay?
I can do it totally fine. See, I was fine. I laugh so hard
has
inside it
been
hurts. My
laughing
sides hurt.
so hard at that sound,
That's so
particularly.
So cool.
That's the one that gets him.
This is also really good.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
I have no idea what's going on in that audio.
There's no
but I love it.
visuals that go with
There
this.
is,
There is.
but they don't make any sense. It's a guy watching something on TV. But there's no explanation for the fart noises at all.
While
So
we're at it, I
Oh.
hope you. I mean, this is.
makes me laugh. If you're gonna do this stuff, you gotta hold it to the mic.
How good is this?
This is good. This is
I think this is what
It's
makes
gonna
your
be
roommate's office.
it's gonna be our wedding song.
There's a little earthworm.
you're learning how to play that with your
Exactly.
natural
Okay. Thank
instrument.
you. Yes.
with
Uh,
your instrument. like
Finstrument. Finstrument. Finstrument.
PC was saying the only time I don't like parallel play is if I'm playing The Sims next to someone and then I get self-conscious about the weird stuff I do in that game.
that.
You have played Honey Pop in a room full of people, so I think you got no room to speak. And that's the fun of playing The Sims, all the weird stuff you do. That's what everybody wants to see. You're missing the point. Tony De La Mancha says, so the basement is RMC's Goon Cave. That's right. I got my giant signed poster of Pamela Anderson down there, and I got the picture of the painting of Deux and Kirby smoking those cigarettes, and I got those romance novel covers down there, and
Those were fine.
It's great. It's great.
And I mean,
8.
I over the break we can totally find a way to rearrange everything.
Oh,
I think this is doable.
it's not. It's not, but I'm
That's
open
how you
to
get me to do it.
suggestions. I'm open to suggestions.
Okay.
Don't do it without me. I don't want to wake up and you're like, it's done.
Well, that wouldn't happen because you would not sleep through it, I'm sure.
I'm a pretty good sleeper thrower.
Oh, it's speaking of the basement. I want you all to know. You know what Rami did last weekend?
Mm-mm.
Ugh, gonna get in trouble for something.
No, rewired and installed a light socket downstairs in the
Oh
basement.
yeah, I
I
did
did
know. that.
not.
I thought he was
Yeah.
helping you with that.
I
though.
was.
I mean, he
yeah,
really did-
I disagree.
He
with
did
his
the
statement.
lion's share of the work.
Actually, tightened that screw last night.
Did you?
Why?
The screw into the wood?
In the plastic cover.
Yeah. Cool.
Because yanking the cord, I was like, this probably could be tightened a little bit
Yeah,
more. So I did
yeah.
because it's only got the one screw in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wrote about that and more to come on that as I figure out what the hell I want to do.
The best is yet to come.
I also wrote about Avengers Doomsday because there were rumors of a teaser trailer coming out this week. And I scoured the internet I always follow on all these leaks and everything. So I found what was supposedly the leak, and it was recorded like in the worst
You're the king
resolution
of,
ever.
I don't get it. Like you desperately want to avoid spoilers, and yet it's like, oh, there's a leak. Let me leak it to myself real
Because
immediately.
it's a trailer, a teaser. Any trailer that's put out is not a spoiler.
Apology accepted.
Because it's going to be released to the public. Like if it was a behind the scenes, never meant to be seen thing, then I'd be like, I don't want to see it. But yeah,
So
I
who
can
was
see a
in it?
trailer a couple days early. Show it to me, Rachel.
Was
Show me to me,
or
Rachel.
can we talk about it or no? Because you don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen this
It's
trailer.
out in theaters now, so I mean, spoiler warning if you don't want to hear about the teaser trailer. But yeah, I think it's fair game.
I heard a rumor. Is that right?
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wrote about the Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer. We'll go for spoiler alert because I'm going to tell you what happens. It's like a 15-second teaser. That's all that it is. And you see Steve Rogers, not Sam Wilson, Steve Rogers driving its motorcycle up to his house and looking at his old Captain America suit, and he's got a kid now, and you see him looking at this little baby, and it says Steve Rogers will return, I think it says, for Avengers Doomsday, and then it shows the countdown clock to Doomsday, and that's the
So
teaser.
how mad is everybody now that they've gotten what they wanted?
Now that's what I wrote about. That's what I wrote about. And this is something else I'm going to talk about in relation to everything I watch, which I touched on recently. But anyway, so I watched the teaser and I was like, well, I know exactly what two ways this is going to go. Number one is Marvel's out of ideas. I can't believe they're doing this. Going back to the well. And the other one is I can't believe they're going to do this to Sam Wilson. I can't believe they're going to do this and forget his character. And call me Nostradamus because that's exactly what was out there. You know, plenty of people saying like, Marvel's fallen so far, they got to go back to this old stuff, and that's embarrassing. And other people that are like, oh, I guess the last 6 years don't mean anything now because now Sam's dead. And
it's amazing because before this, they were like, oh, we need Robert Downey Jr., we need Chris Evans, like it's not the same as it was, and like now they're getting that, and then they're like, now they're upset again.
I was saying I had a conversation with Nintendo earlier this week, and we're talking about a whole bunch of stuff with Marvel in general, but I don't know exactly why the fall off for Marvel was so big. I have a good idea of one big chunk of it. When Endgame came out and wrapped up that arc that had been for 20 plus movies, a lot of people were like, okay, that's great. I'm done.
It's over, Johnny.
And then when they saw that there were more movies, they were automatically like, more? Because, you know, they decided the 22 before that were okay. But when that Thanos fight happened, they were like, that's the end and there should be no more. So then when the next one was shown, people are like, Marvel's milking it, just let it die. And it's like, do you not understand comic books at all? Like, what are we talking about here? So once people had that decision, then everything that comes out after that is bad and the worst. And the majority of people, which is shown by the numbers and the revenue, are not watching those movies because they've bowed out after Endgame. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you saw Endgame and you were like, that was beautiful and I'm done and I don't want any more, I don't have any problem with that person at all. It's not how I feel, but I don't take any issue with that person. My issue is those people who made that decision and then are like, they're still doing more. This is embarrassing. How long are they going to milk it? It's like, shut the hell up. What are you talking about? It's fine if you don't want to watch them, but they have a right to continue. And the people that are saying they're all garbage after that, we know that at least some of you are lying because you're not watching the movies. The numbers reflect that you are not watching the movies. So, as I was saying in Nintendo, once something is out of the zeitgeist, which Marvel is largely out of the zeitgeist, not from where it was especially. Once something is deemed bad, unpopular, stupid, it is nigh impossible for it to come back. You need either a very, very long amount of time to pass or some sort of unbelievable, miraculous event to come about. And though, like, the time one is what's going to happen here. It's not going to be the other way around. Because, you know, these people are like, this sucks, I don't want any of this. But they don't really mean that. There's exceptions to the rule for them. They always loved Spider-Man, so they'll go see another Spider-Man. And they love Deadpool, so they'll go see Deadpool. And the numbers reflect that for those people. But outside of that, they are not willing to engage with whatever else is out there. And again, I don't have any issue with people who decide the movies they do or don't want to see. That's how movies work. My issue, again, is with people who say they're all bad, they suck, they shouldn't be doing more, blah, 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 blah. Because one more time, we know there is a large amount of people who are just not seeing those movies, but also saying they're bad and Marvel and Disney are milking it. So,
yeah, I watch all of them, and I don't go to the theater anymore to watch them, but I still watch them all, and that includes the TV shows. And this, what's it called? section of Marvel. What is it called? The version tier. You're gonna let me founder, aren't you? Okay. There's the first part, and then after Thanos, it was called
the phases.
Phases. Thank you.
I thought you were trying to get at something else. I wasn't. I'm
No,
sorry. I wasn't.
so
letting you
like
incline.
this
I
phase,
thought you meant like the Infinity Saga or the whatever.
I
stuff.
haven't been loving everything, but there are some things that I still like. You know, like I've seen them all.
Yeah.
I'm still watching them. There's parts that I like, parts that I don't. So like I wouldn't say I'm a fallen fan or anything, but like I understand that it's you know, it's not. I can't just blanketly be like this all sucks.
But that's
because
the
it doesn't.
difference. You're watching them. Yeah. So you can, I don't care if somebody watches them and says they're all horrible. That's fine. You're watching them. If you got an opinion on something, call me crazy. I think you should watch it. You shouldn't have an opinion about how, I don't know, Fantastic Four shouldn't exist and not see Fantastic Four. Like what are you
Right.
talking about? Like you only just want to crap on something because it makes you feel good to crap on something, and because a large part of the internet craps on it. And then the other people on the other side who are like, this is disrespectful to Sam Wilson, and I can't believe they're going to get rid of the new Captain America. That's something you've made up in your head. Like that, you've seen a 15-second teaser and decided that
And
means the other Captain America's over, and you're crazy
What?
because that means you're not.
You've never seen a Marvel movie
you're not watching
at
the
all
Marvel
in the
movies,
MCU
yeah.
because like what makes you think that's it? I mean, obviously,
Yeah. If you've seen the last two movies in particular, you can see that one of the big storylines they're setting up is with Sam Wilson going
Can
forward.
you
They've made it abundantly clear that there's going to be a battle related to Sam that has nothing to do with the other Captain America, where it's going to be a big focal point for what happens going forward. And it's I don't understand that.
Imagine after everything you've watched up until Thanos, say you stopped even there. Like imagine all of that, and they're gonna bring back Chris Evans as Captain America, and they're not gonna have any interactions with his protege. Like
Yeah.
you'd think, like after he handed him that shield, if he comes back, they're definitely gonna be talking. Like
Yeah.
if they didn't, that would be like ludicrous.
Yeah. And that's that's another whole piece to it where you're like, where I'm like, there's nothing wrong with having opinions of the 15-second teaser, but can we talk about the teaser and not like what you think they're doing in the movie? Because you don't know. Like you can certainly speculate, but to be like, I can't believe they're going to do this to Sam. Do what to Sam? You haven't seen the movie. You don't know what's going on. I don't understand this. You could be like, I'm worried that they're going to not give Sam as much time, or I'm worried they're going to retcon Sam. Okay, I'll talk about that all day long. Sure. And it's be like, I don't see it like that because of this, or maybe you're right because of this. But for people to be like, they're ruining Sam, like it's like, Jesus Christ. Let's see the movie and decide if they ruined Sam first.
To be honest, I'm glad.
And also, you didn't see his last movie anyway, so
Exactly. Maybe it's best you didn't, but to be honest, I'm just glad there's people out there who like him. I thought nobody liked him. I guess nobody does like him until they think he's going to be like pushed out. Then they're upset about it.
Yeah. I mean, you're sitting at a table with somebody who actually does like him, and I
like
like him
him.
more than the Chris Evans Captain America. But I also
I don't think.
I also like
saying
that.
things that aren't true.
Well,
I'm just kidding. It's your opinion.
Chris Evans Captain America is very, straight and narrow.
Too
He's
much
got a little bit
America.
of
too much white, too much America. I get it.
he's got a little bit to his character that I do enjoy. But I don't dislike him by any means, but I find Sam to be the more interesting Captain America, especially with his backstory. I find it much more interesting. But there you go. 10 Division says my sister loves him. So yeah, I've heard that there are more teasers coming based on what has been leaked, and there's going to be 4 15-second teasers, or roughly 15-second teasers showing other characters that will be returning. I won't talk about any of those since they're just leaked right now. But
I get that they're trying to drum up some excitement and they need this movie to be a success, but I feel like they're taking a lot of the fun out of it. Imagine if you went to the theater and you just saw them like show up and you didn't know they were going to be in it. Like,
yeah, but we're past that point.
It's so
you got to get people to the theater to see a Marvel movie now.
it's
You
over.
can't know that they're just going to go see
That's
it.
a shame.
That's why they did here's 35 chairs of actors that are going to be in the movie, and now there's even more that you didn't know about. They got to do that
That's tough.
because Listen,
It's
it's
gonna be
not
too
enough
much.
that it's going to be the Russos. It's not enough that it's going to be an Avengers movie. It's not enough that
RDJ's coming back.
RDJ is coming back. It's not enough that you've seen the others of Avengers movies, and I would argue most people loved them based on the money that they made. None of that is enough anymore because everything that Marvel is involved with now is the worst thing ever. So that's why, and a year out from the movie releasing, we have to be like, here's all these people that are in it. Remember these people from the Fox movies? They're in it. Remember all these people? They're in it. Look, and here's people you didn't think were coming back, and they're in it.
I'm a little apprehensive because I think they're looking at the latest Deadpool movie and being like, "Ooh, that was a huge success.
Yeah.
Let's see who we can drum up from whatever, from the old movies or whatever."
Well,
So
my understanding,
if they do that just to shoehorn them in for these teasers to get people in the seats, that's kind of a bummer. If they're doing it because they think that artistically it can go a great way with the story, then I hope it works. But
my understanding is, that is very much not the case because the Russos were adamant for years before any of this came together that if they came back, there was a story they wanted to do that involved certain characters, and it took a long time for the pieces to fall into place. So, and I can't imagine the Russos would be like, yeah, we'll come back and do whatever. Just give us a paycheck. That's not,
Right.
they actually care about Marvel and the comics that are involved with Marvel. So I'm really not worried about
Yeah.
it. But I could see the marketing that's out there right now and people being like, oh, like, they're just being like, remember this guy? This guy. Here comes this guy again. And it's like,
yeah,
oh.
I agree with you. I would hope that they wouldn't take the job knowing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the Russos, so maybe they get more say than
without a
Disney
doubt.
allows. But like, I still don't trust any of those big wigs. You know what I mean? That are telling them what to do.
Well,
But-
again, none of us will know for sure, but I really like the Russos without a doubt have pull, and Disney had to woo them for a very long time to get them to come back. And the Russos have made literally what was the highest grossing movie of all time. Like, you don't do that and come back and Disney's like, all right, you're doing it this way. It's like,
well, you never know. Like you said, they're a name now. Like if an old fan that has fallen off of MCU hears that the Russos are making the next Avengers movie, maybe that's going to get them to go see it. But I'm being very cynical. They don't need the money or the power or the success. So like, hopefully they're doing it because they want to. The Russos. Since it's kind of a similar. Do you have something you want to say real quick about this? I just saw. Look, I'm not interested in this Anaconda remake or most remakes for that matter. I don't even like the original Anaconda movie, but I just saw a trailer for it, a new trailer that I hadn't seen before, and I'd seen like 10 of them. That has, spoiler alert, Ice Cube in it, and there's like a cut where they're like, Ice Cube, and he's like, yeah, it's me, and like, I don't know what he says, remember me or something, I don't remember, but like, I just look, I wasn't gonna go see the movie, I wasn't gonna probably watch it even on video, but like, on video, who says that? I'm 100 years old, but like,
Today on video.
but like, wouldn't that be something cool? Like, if you were an Anaconda fan and you were looking forward to this movie, wouldn't it be amazing to go see it and like have no idea that Ice Cube's gonna show up, and then there he is, but then they just show it in the movie, and it's not even, I don't know what the premise of the movie is. It's probably a real life thing because they call him Ice Cube in the movie. But like, I don't know. Like, again, who cares? Because I'm not going to go see it. But it's like, you just ruined probably what would have been the coolest thing. What is, I was going to say Jack Palance. He's long dead. Who's the crazy racist that's in that?
Spot on Ice Cube, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I've got a John Voight as well. No, I'm just kidding.
Crazy racist.
But John Voight. Because he was in the first one,
Yes,
like
yes,
leering at like women.
See, here's the thing. I don't care about Anaconda, but put in anything I care about. I would rather be surprised in the theater. Yes, because I am going to see it anyway. So like, I'm going to see Avengers Doomsday. I don't care if I know anybody that's in it because I'm going to see it no matter what. So as a viewer, yes, I would be more excited to go see it and be like, oh my God, Ice Cube's in this. Is it not in a Marvel movie? Fingers crossed one day.
Amazing.
But yes, I would rather it that way. But then on the flip side, that puts more butts in seats, because that's why Disney
that's-
casts famous voice actors to voice movies, and that's why Universal has Chris Pratt as Mario, because when people
Yeah.
hear that stuff, they're like, oh, okay.
Well, I think they're remaking Anaconda with nobody wanted, but hey, that's the world we live in. But like they cast Paul Rudd and Jack Black, two people that you'd think would get butts in the seats, but I don't think anyone's interested at all. So I want to say that's why they made this latest trailer where it's like, quick, throw Ice Cube in there, people will recognize that or something.
Yeah, I do think Paul Rudd and Jack Black do put butts in seats, but that puts I'm going to say younger butts in seats, younger in quotes, but the older Anaconda fans who are our age, if not older, will see Ice Cube, and a lot of them will be like, oh, okay, respect to the old one. And I don't know that it'll put them in the theater, but it'll put some people in the theater. So I think they're just hedging their bets both ways. I think like Paul Rudd is everybody loves Paul Rudd and everybody loves Jack Black. Like that's going to put people in the theater without a doubt. But then it's kind of like showing people this movie's got street cred too, because we're not forgetting the original, but it's all, they have so many marketing things that show them like this will move the needle in some way, or they believe it will move the needle in some ways.
I mean, I just saw they're making a Point Break TV show. I mean, we already had a bad remake movie. Now we're doing a TV show out of this. Like, what are we doing? And same with the Burbs. They're making a Burbs TV show. Like, we don't need 8 hours of the Burbs.
Well,
you want to remake it, I guess. God bless,
you're not
but
part
Jesus.
of this. You're not part of this because you are willing to. You watch a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Like,
I'll
you-
watch Grab. Yeah, that's for sure.
But audiences have shown, without a doubt, to get them to watch something new is very, very challenging. There are certain breakthroughs that you hear about, but by and large, people are going to watch The Office for the 10th time, and they're going to watch, Golden Girls ad nauseum. I love Golden Girls, but people are going to watch what they already know they like and is familiar to them, and they will much rather do that than jumping into something new.
Yeah.
So when you have name recognition like the Burbs or whatever, it's still, regardless of how many people know the Burbs now, it's more than somebody knows something new. And that's less scary to the people putting the money out there to make stuff. So that's
Right.
why there's a Burbs TV show and a Point Break forever. And like, I'm open to whatever. I need to see a trailer before I make a decision, but I would rather there were more original things. I would love to see more original things, but the audience isn't showing that they want original things. The audience is showing that to get them away from what they already love, which they watched decades ago, you're going to have to do a lot of crazy work to make it happen. And, for every Severance and Pluribus, there's
Right. That's a
so
good
many other
point.
shows that fall off because people aren't willing to give them a shot. So
Yeah.
it's that's just the way it is.
Yeah, like for an example would be something like Eddington. I didn't love Eddington, but it was definitely a unique voice of a movie. You know what I mean? It was written and directed with a purpose by somebody who had like a vision. And even though it wasn't fully my cup of tea, I haven't forgotten that movie. I mean, I watch a ton of movies, and let me tell you, in a week or less, I've forgotten about them.
Yeah.
And I'm still thinking about stuff like this. That counts for me.
Look at one battle after another. Nominated for awards, lots of great talk from critics. People that saw it loved it. That's the problem. The movie did not make money. The movie lost a lot of money at the box office. So
it was
what are you gonna do?
It was marketed very strangely. And with a director like Paul Thomas Anderson, I think they should have been highlighting him. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe his movies haven't been as successful recently either. But
I really just think, I don't know who put out that movie, but I think they were very nervous that the subject matter of the movie nowadays would be not the way to show a trailer. So they're like, oh, let's turn it. I mean, like I've said to you so many times, we saw the trailer and we're like, that looks horrendous. We were like, this looks like a nothing movie.
I would have never been able to tell you what it was about. Really, it like didn't seem like it had anything of substance going for it. And then watching it, you're like, wow, wow, what does it mean?
But it's a whole thing, but we got to move on. I love talking movies and TV shows with you and all that stuff. And but let us move on. I talked about narrative adventures, in that I could ask both of you this. When you play a narrative adventure, so a Life is Strange or a Dispatch or anything like that, 1000 Times Resist, especially, well, it doesn't matter. when you're playing, usually those games are broken into chapters or sections or whatever. When you complete a portion, I find myself very excited to start the next portion, but also very nervous to start the next portion because like Walking Dead too, when it's a narrative adventure where you're making decisions and that impacts the story, I'm very excited to do that, but I'm also terrified because I don't want things to go poorly. And I'm not making decisions based on what I think will make things right. I'm making decisions based on what I would actually do, but still, I am nervous that something I will choose will give me a path that I don't enjoy. And it's like a mental hurdle for me where I got to like really psych myself up to be like, okay, we're going back in and we're playing another. And I always love it and I always have fun, but that nervousness and that anxiousness is there.
Nervous to start and ruin something.
To go into the next chapter and be like, okay,
Yeah.
here we go. I'm going to be hit with questions and decisions where I'm going to be like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But I also love it. And when you're finished with the chapter, I'm like, this was great. I loved it. And then the next chapter there, and you're like, oh, God. And I'm like, I can't do it right now. I need to take a little break. And then a day goes by, and I'm like, I really want to see what happens. But I'm so anxious about those decisions I'm going to have to make. But
Yeah, I was
I
going
want
to
to see if you
ask
guys feel
you
like that.
about that just because I beat Dispatch in 2 days. I couldn't stop playing it because of that feeling
Yeah.
of wanting to know what was going to happen next.
With narrative adventures, I am not like that. I need time to process what happened, and then I have this mental hurdle where I need to get over because it gets to my core.
I was
really
like that
hits me.
with Detroit, and I was like that with Life is Strange. I loved Dispatch, but even while playing it, I had a feeling that the choices really didn't matter that much, in my opinion.
Well,
And even after beating it, I don't know if it has or not, but like I never felt as anxious as I did with other games of that type. This one felt a lot lighter as far as what the decision making was. Although I still got my heart sinks or something happens inside of me whenever it says so and so will remember that. Even if I did something good, they'll still remember it. And just because of that little phrase, I'm
Don't
like,
tell me that.
Like, what are they going to remember? Like 3 episodes later, they're going to be like, oh, you thought this?
Yeah.
So, but I love those games. I'm surprised. I mean, I get now why, because you're explaining it, but like, I want you to beat it. I want you to play it.
It's not like I'm worried that my decision will make a negative impact later down the road. It's just like, I don't, there's consequences big and small for most of the decisions you make, whether they have a big impact at the end of the game, whatever the game may be, we don't know. But that really doesn't matter to me. What really matters to me is the decision at the time and how it really makes me feel, because making some of those decisions really sticks with me. And it doesn't even matter if it has a big outcome. What matters to me is how it makes me feel, because I'll think about those moments where I'm like, oh, I wonder what would have happened if I went the other way. Or I wonder, like, I look at all these scenarios. So even if like I make a choice and in the long run, it doesn't matter, just the fact of having to make that choice just really sticks with me. Like that, when I look back on the game, I remember those moments and like how taxing they were on me. But again, I love them and I love narrative adventures. It's just especially when it's in chapters, when I have clean breaking points and I go back in to start a new one, it's like, whew, okay, deep breath. Here we go. We're going to go in. I don't know what they're going to throw at me. I know I'm going to have to make decisions and it's going to make me nervous, but I also love it. And here we go. And then I eventually get there. And I played another chapter last night because I've been wanting to. So I played another chapter last night, which I'll talk about a little bit later because I got a question for you.
Questions.
And I'm going to have to ask this question without spoiling things.
Oh.
But question for you later. MomBrain, anything to say on that or no?
I am more...
One,
I always have that internal struggle, which I don't think is unique, of like, do I do the right thing? Do I do what I wouldn't normally do to get a different experience? Like those are that's when I have trouble making decisions. So that's kind of my stress. But for me, it's more about, I don't want to finish anything. I don't want it to be over.
I just saw TikTok about that too.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me. I love it and I hate it and it's the best and it's the worst and I can't get enough of it. But yes, I'll talk more about that later. And then finally on Patreon, because I've been watching so much anime in my life thanks to the treadmill, which has been the best thing ever. I had an idea that Crunchyroll was going to be putting out this is great, by the way.
Thanks.
It
my
looks
head
like you're
warm.
wearing a beret. I had a feeling Crunchyroll was going to this week put out their winter 2026 lineup, and they did. So as I've been doing it for a tradition, I guess over a year now on Patreon, I put together my list of anime I will be watching for the winter season. And I will give you the rundown. It's not as many shows as usual, but it is some real bangers in there. So these are in order of when they're released. Sentenced to be a Hero, brand new anime. The trailer looks unbelievable. The animation is gorgeous. The story looks so interesting to me. It's about like these warriors in this medieval time, and they end up taking this coffin out of this castle, and it's got like a it's got like a
Sounds
like
awesome.
a like a witch or something in it. Like I don't know what's in
What
it, but it's
appeal-
like
I think that's awesome.
yes.
You don't like medieval stuff. Why are you appealed to this?
We talk about this all the time. Give me medieval with fantasy, and I'm
Okay, all
down.
right,
If
okay.
it's just like here's how it was back then, I'm like I don't care about that. This has magic and monsters and like
gatherings.
lots of gatherings. So really, I want to show you guys later the trailer because the trailer just everything about the trailer looks amazing. But I like
So, and this is going to be silly, but so if there is something that's set in the future and you'll like it, because just say you liked it, if in the future they get it 100% right, then do you have to stop liking that because it's exactly the way it technically was? now
in the
past?
future show they predict what
Yeah.
actually happens in the future.
How about it? Because then by the time we get there,
By the time
then
we
you'll
get
be
there,
like, well, it's not sci-fi anymore.
well,
it's real.
Well, I would feel differently about it at that point. Yeah, for sure. If anything, I'd be very impressed because I'd be like, holy crap, they got everything right.
They nailed it. They
Yeah.
still have fax machines. Back to the Future
Yeah,
2 did
exactly.
it.
Listen, if they come out with that Pizza Hut thing where it's just bing and you got a giant pizza, all about
Well,
it.
sadly, I think the date has passed for Back to the
Yeah.
Future 2, so we ain't getting the Pizzone
We didn't realize how hard that technology would
The
be. But
Pizzoven?
I feel we haven't given up on it yet. I also that comes out January 3rd. Then there's Journal with Witch, which is something again, I just go through Crunchyroll does an awesome breakdown of everything they're going to air, when it's coming out, what it's about. Here's a trailer. Is it simulcast? Is it dubbed and subbed? They do a great job. So I read the little synopsis for Journal with Witch and I watched the trailer. I was like, this looks really good. So I'm going to give that one a shot. Here's one I'm really excited about. My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2. I watched Season 1 and I really like Season 1 a lot. It is a spinoff of My Hero Academia, which just ended. The Season 8 finale happened last week, same day as Cena's retirement. Please don't spoil it for me.
Finale or season finale?
Series finale
Oh, wow,
of My
that's a
Hero
big deal.
Academia. The full manga, beginning to end, has been adapted. I am behind. I just started Season 6 last night. I love My Hero Academia. I love everything about it. Will account that I grabbed the. What are you doing here? I ain't talking to you. I grabbed the My Hero Academia skin in Fortnite. I'm now playing as All Might, but his
That's
sickly
true.
human version versus his heroic version. I just love that show, and it's such a beautiful show, and for somebody who loves superheroes, I can't get enough of it. But I just started Season 6 of My Hero Academia because I want to get to the finale, and I'm trying to get there
You're
before
trying
it
to
gets
time
ruined
it.
for me.
I gotcha.
No, it aired. It's over. Like
Oh.
it's done. The last episode was last week. Just between watching all the other anime that I'm watching and trying to get caught up on My Hero Academia, there's just not enough time unless I'm gonna not play games and like not talk to MomBrain and not hang out with anybody.
Does the new season have a dub already?
I believe it was simulcast dub, so
Oh,
day
wow.
and date every episode because that's a huge one. Like that's one of the. There's a whole in anime right now. They're talking about how like the big anime that were very big for years are either ending or have ended. Like, and My Hero Academia is one of the hugest ones, and that has now come to an end. But there's Vigilantes, which is a spinoff, which is also a manga, and it's about it's in particular about three people who have quirks, superhero abilities, but they operate outside of superhero registration. So superheroes have to get registered and they have to work for organizations to keep everything on the up and up.
I
But-
saw Civil War. I know.
But these people know what they're doing isn't on the up and up, but they still want to do good, and for their own reasons they're not registered. They can't get registered because they don't use their abilities to the best yet, but they still want to help people out, so they do like street level crime and stuff like that. I really liked the first season a lot. I thought it was really, really good, very interesting. And season 2 is coming out on January 5th. Very excited for that. MomBrain, January 8th.
Freerin?
No. We
Dun,
just
dun,
did the theater.
Nijitsu Kaisen.
Chainsaw Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu
Thank
Kaisen
you.
season
Great job.
3 starts January
It
8th.
was
My question
close.
for you is, are you going to watch it?
I don't think so.
Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen season 3, probably the one I'm second most excited about this season.
If they didn't talk so much about the things they were doing, I would feel
It's
differently
either
about it.
something you love or something you hate. And in Jujutsu Kaisen, they do it a lot, and I happen to love it. But I can understand that being somebody's kryptonite.
It's just not.
They talk about, they explain how they do what they're doing, and MomBrain really doesn't like that, because I think part of it is because she doesn't understand.
It's not that I don't understand it.
Hollow Purple.
It's just show me.
You take
Just
the
you're
rest.
show me what you're doing,
Show us.
and then let's move on.
But they do show you. It's not like that isn't there, but yes, there is
Right.
talking about it. Where Chainsaw Man does not have that. There's
Right.
none of that
Just
talk.
psh,
It's just
blood
we're doing
everywhere.
It. Yeah,
Do it.
because again, that relates to the character of Denji, because
Yeah.
he's just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
man.
matter. But Jujutsu Kaisen, we saw the first 2 episodes. I was like so pumped to see that. I'm like all about it. Really excited. It's been so long since that second season came out. So man, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. But and Jujutsu Kaisen, I would argue, is the biggest anime right now. Unless you count, like One Piece is probably the biggest, but that's been going on forever. Jujutsu Kaisen is the new era biggest anime. Like it's huge. It's massive. January 8th, like I said. Then there's In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, which comes out January 11th. Again, that's one I didn't know anything about. Just saw the trailer and looked very interesting to me. Oshinoko season 3, another one that I absolutely love, is coming out. And this time, Oshinoko is moving over to Crunchyroll. It was on High Dive, but I guess it got too expensive for High Dive or too popular for High Dive to afford it anymore. I don't know what it is, but season 3 is going to be on Crunchyroll. And Oshinoko, love it to death. Love that show to death. So unique. It's so unique, which is something you could say about a lot of anime, but it's about death and love and
Taxes.
mystery and taxes and idols. And I don't know how to explain it, but boy, oh boy. Love Oshinoko. That is January 14th. Laughing at that gift.
Just the little gift. Now
That's
I'm
a One
interested.
Piece. That's
Now
One
I'm
Piece gift.
interested.
You got 1,000. You got like 1,100 episodes to watch. And then finally on January 16th, would you care to take a guess again, MomBrain?
Freerin?
Freerin on
I knew it was
January
January.
16th. The one I am most anticipating, obviously. 10 episodes starting January 16th. We don't know if there's going to be 2 parts or not, so there could be more later on this year, but we know we are getting 10 episodes. Starts January 16th. That is something all of us at the table will be watching, because Deux is also a fan.
Yeah, I liked that.
So
I mean, I have a feeling if I just watched more anime, I would like some. I just, it's daunting. The 1,000 episodes in One Piece. I mean, yeah, the Goat Man looks pretty great, but
what show did you just start watching a couple weeks ago?
what?
Midsummer Murders.
Oh yeah,
Which has a lot of episodes and a lot of seasons.
yeah, but that like you
And
can.
they're an hour. They're like an hour and 20. Hour
No,
15.
no shade at Midsummer Murders, but you can put it on and like fall asleep, and you'll know literally everything that happened. Like it's like a comfort thing. You can have it in
Yeah.
the background and it not even pay attention. And it's great to see Barnaby and Troy go around and they don't use warrants for anything. They just go into people's houses. It's nuts. But
Like all the shows I'm talking about, obviously the episodes are 22 minutes at most. And like Jujutsu Kaisen has this 3rd season is starting. Oshinoko, the 3rd season is starting. My Hero Academia, the 2nd season.
Look,
It's not like there's a ton of episodes.
My Hero Academia, congratulations to everybody who made that manga and show because they knew to eventually end it. Because you said it ended, right?
Mhm.
Finally. So that might be one to try because it has an ending. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to be married to this for years and years, you know, like just let me binge it.
You know, you don't have to be married to it. You could just bow out whenever you want.
Maybe I could. Yeah, maybe I could. But you know what I mean.
It's not like you're locked in. You just, when you decide you're not enjoying it anymore, you stop watching. It's like The Simpsons.
Yeah, no, I understand. Look, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm certainly not. It's just like there's a lot to. It's like a being at the bottom of a mountain and being like, should I climb this mountain or should I just sit here and play video
Well,
games?
with My Hero Academia, yes, I'll agree. You know, the seasons are 24 episodes, so yeah, that's a lot of episodes. They are 20-something minutes, but you do 3 episodes an hour, basically. It's still a lot. It's definitely a lot. So I understand that. It's not like that's a you thing. A lot of people feel that. They're like, 6 seasons and 12 episodes a season. Yeah, it's daunting. I get it. But you know, like Summer Hikaru died. I don't know how many seasons that's going to end up being, but there's only one out right now, and it's 12 episodes, I think. There's plenty of options out there that are like in the beginning and don't have a lot of episodes, so you could get in on one of them now. I don't know what one. I can tell you Don Don's 3rd season just got announced, but it doesn't come out until 2027, unfortunately.
Oh my
I know.
god.
But they
Well-
just confirmed it, and you got 2 seasons of that. And
I would ask you which you'd think maybe I would like the best, but knowing that I liked Frieren so much, you would never expected that, right? I mean,
yes, I would 100%, to the point where I was afraid to even mention it because I didn't want it. Because I know when I mention it, it alters how you feel about things. So
I automatically don't want to.
yeah. So I kept it to myself because in my mind I was like, this is so much that dude would like, and I was like, I can't let him know that.
Well, then you knew me pretty well because I didn't think I was going to like it, and I was very surprised at how much I loved it.
I don't know what's in there that you wouldn't like. Yeah. If I'm going through like the list of anime that I'm watching now to pick one that you would like, that's a tall order because there's so many that I'm watching where there are that have a lot that I think you would like. I think all I would ask you is, without giving you details, is like, what are you in the mood for? Like,
Right? Do you want something
action
drama,
action, yeah,
comedy,
that's it.
or scary?
And it's funny because like Don is all of those,
It's all of
literally
those.
all of those. But you know,
That's
other
the
ones,
one that it's been rolling around. It's on my Netflix list, and I look at it every time I'm not going to watch it.
and Don is the one where it's there's your reason you should watch it right there, dude. And I wish you were looking, because when you said it's there on my Netflix list and I'm not going to watch it, and MomBrain bit her lip and looked sad, that's the reason why you should watch it. She believes you will enjoy
Oh,
it.
cool.
You know, I do, but also I enjoy it so much
I'll probably
that
like it.
I'm interested to see what you think. I will not be offended if you do not like it. I will not be offended if you do not watch it.
Don would be one I would be very nervous about you watching because it is a lot. I think you will find it to be a lot as far as what's
Too
going
woke.
on.
Too woke for me.
I mean, it is very woke in some ways.
But I don't. So that's what I think. That's always my default when I don't really like like an
Is
anime.
it too woke?
My default is always like, I'm not smart enough to get this. Like there's something about it that's beyond me. One, and this is going to sound really uncharacteristic of me, when the names are not, and this could be any language, including English, when they're not names that are already in my vocabulary, I have a really hard time keeping characters straight.
So that's why you love Peeny Weenie.
So Peeny Weenie is great.
Peeny Wally.
Like in books and in TV shows and movies, like if I could just go through and replace the names that I don't know.
Fushiguro is now Frank.
Right, like which sounds very very racist of me.
It's not. I
it's
understand what you're saying
how
because it is not natural names you're used to hearing, so they're harder to remember.
So it's like, and it's like I don't attach the meaning of name to that. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure there's neuroscience behind it somewhere.
It's like,
but then,
it's not so dissimilar to hearing another language. Literally, you
right.
hear them and you're like,
but then there's also like a cultural
Rural.
piece for me that like
Rural.
I think I miss certain things because I am not well versed in their culture. So like I know I'm probably missing subtle things that would help give me some deeper meaning, right? Like I mean the things that are really tropey, sure, but
I think you're too hard on yourself.
Yeah.
There is some of that, but I think you're too hard on yourself. And as
well,
someone
thanks.
who's been a weeb mostly all my life, there are things you watch where, yes, it's like playing video games. There's a language you learn where you're like, I know that this is going to happen because that's what games do. And other people who are playing would be like, well, how did you know that? And you'd be like, oh, it's just something you pick up along the way. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it happens with British shows. It happens with shows from any other country. There are ways that things are said, or ways that story are told, or ways that are situations that are handled where that's just what they do when it comes from that part of the world. And when you've seen enough of it, you get, like I've said to you, I can't believe how much in the last year I've learned like phrases in Japanese from listening to so much subbed from reading sub content and hearing the Japanese speech. And I've always seen stories over the years where people are like, I used to watch this, that, or the other thing when I was a kid and I was in another country, and that helped me learn the language. And I mean, Kirby has said that before in the past. He used to watch English shows and got some stuff from them. So it happens. Yes. They have a visual language of their own. They have a cultural language because it's from a different culture. There's all of that there, but I think you're too hard on yourself.
Well, thanks.
And you know that I love names and I'm totally interested in them, and I never complain about them
That's
at all.
right.
So
That's right.
I'd probably be fine watching it.
That's true.
/S.
Trying to think of the names. See, like, I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think you would like Jujutsu Kaisen because I think you would like the action. I think you would like some of the humor, but I think it would be too crazy for you. And I think the stuff MomBrain's talking about with like them explaining things, there's a lot of like techniques that are explained and words that are used where like I'm like, give me the lore, I love it, and she's like, I don't know what's going on. I think you would hear this and you just get mad at it.
I'd probably be in her camp for that. What was the one that you had me watch where it was like leveling up or something?
Solo Leveling.
Yeah, like that one had a good mix of action, and it wasn't, I mean, it was
That's-
weird, but it wasn't weird. You know what I mean?
Very
That was very easy to watch.
That was the anime of the year, which I disagree with.
It's like an easy like starter one for somebody.
That's such a
kinda.
starter anime without a doubt. And the best part is it's not even really an anime, but that's beyond the point. Besides the point, yeah, that's like a bare bones. Like, here's your intro to anime, where it's got very little in the way of tropes. It is action heavy. The plot is very easy to understand. And there's a little bit of like anime stuff in there. But yes, that's like, I would recommend that one to somebody and be like, if you don't know anything about anime, don't worry, you're fine going into this. Don to Don. That's really tough because there's a lot, but
It's so story driven.
It's so story-driven.
I think I'd like that. I should just watch that one. I think
like
that's the one.
the summer Hikaru died.
Oh yeah, that was intense.
That is hardly any tropes. Story is there's like a sci-fi mystery element to the story that I think you would really like, but it's
Cool.
about way more than that.
And
like it's about relationships and love.
And it has an ending, right? Or they're making another
I mean,
season.
I don't know if the manga's over yet.
Okay.
It might be, but
whatever. Sounds good.
like that just happens to be an anime. Like that,
Yeah.
That's a fantastic story that happens to be an anime.
What was that Viking one you had me watching on Netflix?
Vinland Saga.
Are they making more of that? That was okay. I was having fun with that.
Say Vinland Saga, I figured you would like. I don't know if they're making more of that. I honestly don't know. I think that might be done.
I don't remember how it ended.
But yes, I figured that would
But
do
yeah,
it for you.
and next on the list is either Don or Hikaru. And I know Don on Netflix. Hikaru's on Crunchyroll, or is that
Netflix.
That's Netflix.
Netflix
too?
exclusive for
Yeah,
that one.
well then I should watch one of those.
And I will say this. I appreciate you humoring me and all this, and there's no pressure at all.
It's not humoring.
Seriously,
it's
I
just
mean it.
like don't expect it in the next
Oh
week.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's
No,
like
no,
it'll
no.
happen. It's
I
just
mean,
gonna
humoring
be a
me
year.
for having the conversation because, as you know,
stop it.
hardly anybody does. I really want to throw Chainsaw Man out there. I really want to throw that out as a consideration because that doesn't have what MomBrain doesn't like. It is very fun to watch. The animation is incredible, but the story is so good, and that's where MomBrain feels like she doesn't truly. It's not that she's confused by it; it's that she doesn't know that she's getting the depth of the story that's
Yeah.
going on. Whereas, like
Where like it may
that
just
movie
be a message
is,
that doesn't resonate with me to the depth that it resonates with you.
yeah, and that could just be for whatever reason. But that,
Experience,
like that
preference.
movie is one of the best movies I've seen this year, without a doubt. Kit Laser, the guy on TikTok, that's his number
Great
3
name.
movie of the year. Like I mean, it's an
Bork Laser?
amazing movie. Bork Laser, that's right. An amazing movie. Like we saw that movie weeks ago, and I cannot stop thinking about it. From animation to story, from heartbreaking stuff to soundtrack, from symbology to metaphors, like unbelievable. And that's right now just one season of the show and a movie, and that's it.
That one, I probably would end up liking it, but that's gonna be third on the list, just because it sounds like it's a little. I'm gonna get frustrated when I don't get these like deep metaphors and like.
I don't think it's deep.
Hey, you both understood this Neon Genesis Evangelion along with everyone in the world, and I'm the only person that dislikes it, and I feel like I'm insane.
I think Chainsaw Man is a story that on its base is very simple, but it is explored to a great depth. I think that's what it is. It's not you're going to watch Chainsaw Man and be like, I don't know what's going on here, but the simple story that is told is very deeply explored, which is why I really enjoy it. And the main character Denji, just man, I could cry thinking about like just that story. Chainsaw Man is amazing, but all of them are great. But anyway, that's the anime season. We're gonna make this the longest episode too. I've heard lots of people love Vinland Saga, says 10 Division. Yeah, I mean it's a hit. A lot of people really like that one, and that's been used as a gateway for a lot of people. I can't tell you how many like kids. By kids, I mean like late teens, early 20s, have shown their parents Vinland Saga, and they loved Vinland Saga, and that was their gateway to watching anime. And now they're watching a whole bunch of other stuff. Vinland Saga is a really cool one. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but it is. I really do love it. And see, Vinland Saga, that goes to show how much I like Vinland Saga, because that's not really. There's, I guess, a little magic or whatever you want to call that, but that's very much like
there's a bunch in towards the end. I
I mean,
remember.
well, yeah.
All
but
that Valhalla weirdness.
But like season 1 is very much just like
Yeah.
straightforward historical, which is not my bag, but
Right.
it was a very good watch. I liked it. So PC says, I like when they have weirdly specific titles, like I was born a hot dog and now I'm a girl. That is so insanely close to what some of the names are. You are right. Thank you, 10 Division. They say Chainsaw Man is peak. Straight Jeff says, once Denji gets his first wish, Chainsaw Man gets so much better. It starts out good, but it gets way better. Man, oh, I love that show. And there are episodes in that first season where I was jaw drop shocked. I was like, amazing. Chainsaw Man's amazing. All right, that's enough of that. MomBrain, we got news to do. For Christ's sake.
We sure do.
Finally.
Finally.
Thank you. Also, very quickly, I want to say to both of you, I don't know if this is something you've recognized, and maybe I'm overlooking it or overthinking it, but I want to apologize. I feel like I am only getting worse with interrupting people, and I interrupt only because I'm excited to talk about something, and I apologize for doing it, and I'm going to really work on not doing it as much as I do. So if it's been annoying you, I apologize, and if you're not thinking about it, it's going to get better anyway.
I'm not thinking about it. I think about me interrupting, and I try not to. But
I wouldn't even say you do. So now Nikki Hill on the other. All right. Let's see. Hollow Knight Silksong is getting some DLC. We found out the game has sold 7 million so far, but it's been played by millions more because it's available on Game Pass. And the developers weren't waiting. It's just a few months after we got the game, we now know that Hollow Knight Silksong is getting DLC. It's called Sea of Sorrow.
So how not offended were people about this that were offended about the DLC for the Donkey Kong game?
Well, this is free, so.
Well, they have a reason to
Yeah.
not be offended. My goodness, that's awesome. I'm getting
Uh,
Silksong tomorrow.
New areas, bosses, tools, and more. Hornet's adventures continue in our nautically themed expansion coming free to all players next year. So just sometime in
Oh, that's totally
2026.
awesome. Good for them.
They also announced that they're hard at work
I'm
on
sorry?
work
Keep-
on.
no,
Sorry,
no,
hard
keep-
on work.
Keep
Really
it
hard
going.
on work.
Keep it going.
Hard
Slower.
at work on an updated version of Hollow Knight for the Switch 2. So you will get a free update for Hollow Knight if you're a Switch 2 player. That includes all the updates and enhancements that Silksong received on the platform. So higher frame rates, higher resolutions, additional graphical effects, and all that. So obviously the Switch version of Hollow Knight back in the day was pared down compared to other versions. Now they are updating that for free on Switch 2 to make it on par with the other platforms. So that's nice to see. So there you go. More Hollow Knight content coming. Also, Team Cherry has worked with Fangamer to put out a nice series of minifigs for Hollow Knight. So some of your favorite characters have been turned into minifigs, and they're available to purchase right now. Gecko Katsune says, I had wondered if it was too early to think about DLC for this game potentially showing up during the Game Awards. Looks like I wasn't too far off. Man, I'm really excited for this. Well, I am happy you're excited because I like hearing about people being excited about things. Mr. Grobot, it is that time of the month for the sales report. Could you usher it in, please?
Hey, be quiet.
Okay, sorry.
We'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
NPD is out, and Circana is in.
That's right. We got the Circana numbers for November 2025, and what a story they tell. MomBrain and Do. Here we go again. Get your music ready. I'll give you the spiel as I always do. United States only. November 2025 only. All platforms. When it comes to Nintendo games, only physical sales are represented. You now have all the information. Do. We will begin with you as soon as MomBrain plays the Millionaire music.
Oh, God, it's like the easiest thing every week, and I can never think of a popular game. This is embarrassing. We're just gonna go with Minecraft.
Minecraft is number 9. Yes.
Man.
MomBrain.
The new-ish Hyrule game.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment?
Yeah.
Yes. Debut on the charts. Yes, at number 11. Do?
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yes. Number 14. MomBrain.
Let's go with how about maybe
Jesus Christ.
Hogwarts Legacy?
Hogwarts Legacy, which has sold over 40 million copies, they just announced. I'm going to say no, it's not on there. So we started with Do, so Do wins.
Thank goodness, because I
Congratulations.
didn't have another one.
How do you guys not have another one? Just always guess Call of Duty.
That was what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Call of Duty Bro, but
All right. Starting with number 20, working our way up. Digimon Story Time Stranger, which has just sold 1 million copies.
is that when you sit on a watch till it goes numb?
That's good. That's good. Forza Horizon 5 is 19. Borderlands 4, 18. Rat Hat Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, 17. Rat Hat Redemption 2, 16. Spider-Man 2, 15. Donkey Kong Bonanza, 14. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, 13. Outer Worlds 2, 12. Hyrule Warriors, 11. Kirby Air Riders, 10. 9. Minecraft, 8. College Football, 7. Ghost of Yote, 6. Pokemon Legends ZA, 5. EA Sports FC 26, 4. Madden, 3. NBA 2K, 2 Battlefield, and number 1 Call of
Man,
Duty.
it says so much, doesn't it, that the top 5 are sports and war.
That's why people buy video game machines to play sports games
Video game
and
machines.
Call of Duty, and that is it. The
I'm-
vast majority only play that. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But there's a whole other world out there.
I saw some statistic. I don't know where, so who knows? But like, it was like something like battered women come forward at like the day after football games, like
I could see it.
at a high probability, and it's. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's true. It seems like it could be true. It's terrible, but
We
anyways.
don't know if what Dew is saying is true. Please do your own research.
Yeah,
We don't
sorry for
wanna-
just talking S
We
around
don't
here.
want to convey that as the truth, and are sure there's plenty of lovely football fans out there. We know one of them, right? Doesn't he like football? He likes all sports.
Yeah,
Uh,
generally those who like all sports, I'm going to make another generalization,
Sure.
are okay.
There you go. We know that PS5 was number 1 in terms of units sold and dollars made. Switch 2 was number 2 for the same things. PS5 was number 1 because they had that huge Black Friday deal where they cut over $100 off of every version. There were bundles out there where you could get Spider-Man and a PS5 for like $300. There was a really, really good deal.
Wow,
So people jumped on that.
that's an
Like
amazing deal.
47% of the sales on Black Friday went to the PS5 as far as like game systems go, and Switch 2 is at like 23 or 24%.
Man.
So yeah, that's a really, really tough deal to beat. I don't blame people at all for
If
that.
only I had just waited 5 years to get the place.
I was gonna say you got 5 years worth of games on a system and you're knocking $200 off the price overall. Really, it's yeah, that's a great deal. 3 was not the Xbox. 3 was the Next Playground, which has been the surprise story of the year. The Next Playground is basically combining the Wii and the Kinect into something new. It's a standalone thing. It's got a camera on it. It's like a little cube. You plug it into your TV and you play very Wii era or Kinect era games. And this is really resonating with families right now. So I believe it's sold over 1 million units so far. And the developers are saying they said something very nice about Nintendo. They were like, what's the quote about, you know, the shoulders of giants or whatever?
Stand on the shoulders.
We're standing on the shoulders of giants. They're like, the Wii really did it all, but they're like, we think Nintendo, they were like, we got no right to say anything about Nintendo doing things right or wrong, but they were like, we see things they did with the Wii that we feel we could do differently with the Next Playground and achieve like a different market share and a different approach. So
Is this a
good
top
for them.
story? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the top stories. I can't seem to find it.
No, it's the MPD or the Circana numbers.
Oh,
We're going through the hardware sales now.
is that okay? Yes, I see.
So number 3 for them, which is great for them and goes to show just how horrible Xbox is doing. Xbox was number 4
You getting one of those
in
things?
terms of units sold. A Next Playground?
Yeah.
No,
I thought you were a video game guy.
I am. But A, I don't really have anywhere to set it up. B, I'm not really crazy about camera only controls. If it had a Wii remote or something like that,
Oh, it's like the U
be more
Force.
interested. Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly like it. I am interested in seeing it. I've seen gameplay footage and it doesn't look like anything where I'm like, yeah, I really want to play. It'd be, you know, if somebody had it at their house and they're like, let's play, I'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. But as far as like,
It doesn't look like anything to me.
doesn't, you know, but they could show a game at some point where I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to play that. I'm open to it. Certainly, just nothing I've seen right now has me interested. Here's the fact that has the game industry very, very, very nervous and shows another big sign that we're heading towards a major recession. The game industry has had its worst year in terms of sales since 1995. Very, very, very bad. Xbox sales were down 70% year over year. PlayStation sales were down 40% year over year. Switch 2 sales were down 10% year over year. So Nintendo doing the best, which they should be because they have new hardware, but still down 10% compared to last year. So you have the combination of two platforms, yet it's still down 10%. That's not good news, obviously, but as we can see, this is a market-wide thing. And then on top of that, the price of the Switch 2 is $450 or $500. So yeah, with all the other things we're seeing reflected in the market, not good. Will you buy my rolls?
That's no
there?
good.
Yeah.
So not a good time for the game industry. We'll see what happens in December, but everybody in the game industry is nervous right now because recession indicators, big time. People are hurting for money and they ain't got $500 to
That's-
spend on video games.
I don't know, man. Like maybe they didn't hear our president speak the other night, but like I don't know why they don't just listen to him. He seemed like
going great.
Seemed like everything was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
The way
to worry
the
about.
way he
Everything's
was
great.
yelling at us
Everything's
and
cheaper.
screaming, it seemed like everything was fine, right?
Right. So my spending on games is down so much, says Straight Jeff, and everything is too expensive and wages are staying the same, being priced out of the hobby. Always been an expensive hobby, my friend. Always hurts the wallet or the purse or the money belt.
The money.
But yeah, it's especially brutal right now. I hear you, my friend. Go to your local
And-
library. They rent out video games.
That's a good idea.
For free. Sometimes a little bit of money, but
It's
usually
free.
for free. Top 10 games on Nintendo systems only, starting with number 10.
T10.
Nintendo Switch Sports, all the way back up to number 10. So that goes to show the next playground. People are hungry for that kind of experience right there.
Whoa.
EA Sports FC 26 at 9. Super Mario Odyssey at 8. Super Mario Party Jamboree at 7. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds at 6. It went up a place this time. Galaxy and Galaxy 2 Bundle at 5. Donkey Kong Bonanza at 4. Hyrule Warriors at number 3. Kirby Air Riders at number 2. And no surprise at number 1, Deu's favorite Pokemon Legends ZA.
It's hard to say. One of my favorites.
Sorry, yeah, don't want to put words in your mouth. Storbers Corbin says, ouch, Nintendo Switch 2 selling less than Switch 1 did last year. I can imagine price is a large part of the explanation. You got it, my friend. Price is killing people. Maddie Pitts from Circana did make a point to say the Switch 2 is still the fastest selling video game hardware of all time. So still holds that record, but the current market environment is hurting big.
Let me guess. Matty Piss doesn't go to Reddit Gaming and read the comments because
No,
they're saying a different thing over there.
He just looks at
Statistics
Yeah.
and data.
Yeah, I
Get
know
outta
he
here.
went out of his way to say it this time because he knows people are going to ask that, and he knows people are looking for any way to spin a narrative that they want to believe. So yes, he made a point to say still the fastest selling system ever. So, Nintendo, like I said, raised their estimates for sales for their fiscal year with their last fiscal report. So Nintendo's data and projections showed that they can expect to sell more than they were thinking they would, but maybe they'll see these numbers and be like, uh-oh, America's not doing too good right now, and they'll have to revise in February. I don't know. We think the Switch 2 is at roughly right now 15 million units sold, 15 to 16 million units. So we've surpassed the Wii U. So at the worst, it can't do as bad as the Wii U. But right now, I don't know what to tell you. If you're trying to spin a narrative, then yeah, go to Reddit or any social media. If you want to know the facts, it's still the fastest selling game system. So, can't be the worst system and can't be the fastest selling. Somebody there is lying, and one of them is a guy that crunches numbers, and the other one is an armchair analyst. So, listen, I'm not saying the market's looking great. I'm saying I'm worried about everybody right now, Switch included. But we'll see what happens. Good to see you, Maddie Piss. She came in right when I was talking about Maddie Piss. Moving on.
From one Matty to another.
Moving on. Very exciting news. Came up as a surprise because it showed up on the eShop in Australia before it was even announced. And then the word got out, and then the team was like, well, okay, secret's out. Dispatch is coming to both the Switch and the Switch 2, and it's coming out January 28th. So we are just a bit over a month away from getting that game. So that is very cool to see. Right now, the game is only available on PlayStation 5 or PC. Next platforms it's going to are Switch and Switch 2, same day, January 28th. You can pre-order it now digitally if you would like. If you are playing on Switch, the game will run at 30 frames per second at 720p. If you're playing on Switch 2, it will be at 60 frames per second, 1440p. So there's your stat or your tech stats if you want to know.
Yeah.
But it's the full game. Nothing changed. Everything is the same. So I'm a fan of it. Deux a fan of it. It's sold over 2 million copies at last check. I really think the Nintendo audience is going to eat this game up. Like it's already PlayStation and Steam players have already shown how down they are with the game. I don't know how much is sold on PlayStation versus Steam, but this kind of game is bread and butter for Nintendo fans. So I'm sure it will go right to the top of the sales charts. But just really cool to see. MomBrain, I'm so excited because then maybe now you'll actually play because you won't have to play it on the PS5. You can play it on your Switch. Let's see what you guys say. Comment, Steister. Great news. I just beat this on PS5 and it was an awesome game. Glad more people are going to get to enjoy it. Me too, my friend. Second comment was from me, which I forgot that I left. Nintendo has won a 15-year lawsuit related to the Wii. And it's very funny because I've been covering this lawsuit the whole time. I was like, oh my God, this has been going on for 15 years? They had a lawsuit related to the Wii remote and the technology in the Wii remote. Big Ben Interactive, which is now known as Nakon, said there is talk of them infringing on a patent and blah, 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 blah. Big Ben's infringed on a patent related to the Wii remote, and there's whatever. Big, long battle. Doesn't matter. After 15 years, Nintendo has won $8.2 million in damages and interest and legal fees, but Nakon can still appeal, so we'll see if they do that. What is this? Wow. Somebody watched a random review I did on YouTube from years ago just now and left a comment. So yeah, we'll see what goes on from here. Am I going to cover this for more than 15 years? We'll find out if there's an appeal. Zinc says, if Nintendo is suing you, you're wrong. Either plead guilty or spend 15 years paying lawyers just to find out you're guilty. I don't want to Nintendo fanboy it, but usually if Nintendo's taking you to court and suing you, then they've crossed their T's and dotted their I's. They are known for being litigious, but only when they are very confident that they can win. So very, very, very rarely does Nintendo lose. It happens, but that is very funny, Malakalo. That is great. I think that every time I read that name, it did an old Simpsons joke about zinc. That. We'll need to do that. We will go to this. Al Newman, we haven't talked about him in a while. He talked about Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which is the first brand new Zelda game on the Switch 2. And Mr. Al Newman says that game might end up influencing what happens next in the Zelda franchise. This was an interview with 4Gamer. He says, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment will be the first Zelda-related title on the Switch 2. We actually wanted to be the ones to release the first one ourselves. Ha ha ha, he laughs. However, inspiration we've gained from this collaboration with Koei Tecmo might be reflected in the Zelda games we create in the future. While you're playing Age of Imprisonment, please keep that in mind and look forward to our future Zelda titles. So he's like, hey, if you like Zelda, we might take a thing or two from Hyrule Warriors.
Yay!
I'm sweaty.
ready.
So, I mean, we'll see if that's in a mainline Zelda or another spin-off that Nintendo's doing. I don't know, but we'll see.
Congratulations to RMC and the like.
I would love to know why you are so adamantly against playing that game.
What part of congratulations means?
Yeah,
that
all
I
of it.
wouldn't
All
like
of it.
it?
From you, all of it.
Look, I probably love it. I'm not
going
gonna play it, but maybe the next one should not be another one of these. But we don't know what it's gonna be.
Can you answer my question?
What? Why I'm not gonna play it? I doesn't look interesting to me. I mean, I know you like it, so
even
I'll
the
probably
Zelda parts of it, no interest.
I mean, what's the worst part of Zelda games? The story. I don't care about that. The voice acting.
Even between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? Tears of the Kingdom made me cry.
I cried too when it was over because I wanted to keep playing it.
Oh. So story you didn't care for at all.
No, it was fine. It was the best Zelda story I've experienced.
Okay. So
you know, using that, sure, why not play these age games? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's for everybody else to play and enjoy. So I hope you do. I mean, I don't know why I don't have to play it if I don't want to.
No. I'm not asking. I don't care if you play it at all.
I look at it like it's the Resident Evil Revelations of the series. You know,
Okay.
it's not, to me, it's not mainline. I don't need to do it. That's why I didn't
Well,
play Link's
that-
Crossbow Train.
It's not a mainline game in a sense that it's not a mainline Zelda, but it is 100% canon mainline.
That's cool.
I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah,
I'm not,
okay.
like,
That's
trying to.
no, that's cool. I appreciate that. And I mean, it's been what, 20 something years, like, and they're finally doing a story. Like, okay, cool, good for that. Like, I'm not mad about it at all. Just I don't want to run around and like fight battles and stuff like that.
It is very true that the gameplay is very different. Obviously, yeah, it's like a Warriors game. So if Warriors gameplay isn't for you, I get it.
But
I
it
just-
was in 2002. I mean, when I saw that
That-
Dynasty Warriors, I creamed myself. I played that demo
I know.
in was it a Electronics Boutique or was it it was
Maybe at the time.
Babbage's maybe at the time. I played it forever. And I
That's
thought it was
why
so cool.
I have so many questions about this because I know you like Zelda. I know you were at least interested in the story of the latest ones. And I know in the past you really enjoyed these games. So like everything is there, but the end result is
I think it was just
you not
the-
playing. And again, I don't care and I'm not pushing you to play it. Just
I'm not mad that
asking
you're
for
asking
curiosity.
about it, but it's with that Dynasty Warriors thing 25 years ago. I'd never seen so many characters on the screen at once. This is amazing, and like I get to be Zhang Fei. I'm saying all their names wrong. Zhang Fei and Guan Yu, and like all my favorites from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So like that was blowing me away. But you know, I wouldn't be able to play that now. It's very I know it's come a long way with these age games, but like I wouldn't be able to play it now. It's a little nothing there. So these Zelda ones, like, why wouldn't I play it? You're right, but I don't know. It doesn't really. It's not talking to me. I don't know.
Matty Biss says it's like Lord of the Rings, dude. This is like the extended cut of Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, to that degree, being an extended cut of Tears of the Kingdom, that's true.
That makes
Storyline-wise,
sense.
yeah.
Storyline, I can see that making sense. That's cool.
But yeah, again, I was just asking to be nosy.
Look, Raru and Zelda and all the rest. Minoru, they can. Congratulations. Seriously, enjoy the game, people.
Congratulations. The most damning praise from Deux you can ever get. Congratulations.
I do say that a lot when I'm frustrated.
Yes, you do. Koenigiga says, I feel like Al Newman is pretty out of touch with what fans want to see in the next Zelda game. Okay. I don't know where that's coming from, but okay. The last two games have been
Well,
literally...
he has another comment where he explains it because somebody asks him the same exact thing.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, because someone asked him exactly what you said, and you're like, what does that mean?
After Breath of the Wild's success, he's been pretty adamant about doubling down on the whole open world business. While most fans did enjoy Breath of the Wild, open world fatigue started to rear its ugly head, and pretty much every franchise implemented it in their games. What fans wanted was a small... okay, I'm not going to read any more of this right now, but when you have literally the two best-selling Zelda games of all time, you can't really argue that the fans don't want this. So
Yeah, that's what I thought was strange because I really loved those two games.
they're the two best-selling Zelda games of all time. You can't be like, the fans are tired of it. I mean, sure, maybe some are, but 20+ million bought Tears of the Kingdom. So, let's say the next Zelda is open world in the same style, just with a different location, and 10 million people buy it. You'd be like, uh-oh, people really don't want this anymore, but we won't know until the next one comes out.
Do you see... This is terrible that I can't remember this. What's the one that just came out where you play as Princess Zelda?
Echoes
of Wisdom. Is that a spin-off game?
Oh yeah.
Because you're not playing as Link, so it has to be a spin-off.
It is not a main line.
So I was going to be like, just play that because that game was great. But yeah, I get
but
I
that's
get
got
it.
a woman. Who the hell wants that?
Well, she wears a hood over her head. You could just pretend. Oh, wait, we can't. Not in this.
But
not
you
in this
can,
world.
spoiler alert, play as the spirit of Link and Link at some points.
Put my hood up.
MomBrain.
There you go.
Yeah.
MomBrain, you got to play Zelda.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to play Zelda?
I sure do.
Those days are over. Nikki Hill, if you were here, you'd have a lot to say about this. It seems like Nintendo may be offering, finally, more game card sizes.
Finally!
So we know there's a 64 gig game card out there for the Switch 2. And what is there? A small one, but options are limited. So a lot of developers appear to go to game key card because they don't need all the storage space on a 64 gig card and it's too expensive. So they go game key card because it's cheaper, and they don't. And like I said, 64 gigs is just a waste for them. So they're like, why are we going to spend all that money? We don't need all that storage space. So it seems like that might be changing. Inin is a game publisher. Chat's talking to you.
Okay.
Inin is a game publisher. They're putting out R-Type Dimensions 3 on the Switch and the Switch 2, but they are doing a game key card on the Switch 2. And people are like, why? Why are you doing this to us? And they explain the whole situation. And they're like, listen, when it comes to the special edition and the limited edition, we're going to look into some things to see if maybe we can change that, because we know people want a regular game card instead of a game key card. Well, then they updated their website with a blog.
Mhm.
And it said this, quote, "There's no better timing. 2 days ago, Nintendo announced 2 new smaller cartridge sizes for the Switch 2. This allows us to recalculate production in a way that wasn't possible before. As a result, we've made the following decision. The entire European and US production of R-Type Dimensions 3 for Switch 2 will be released on a full physical cartridge." Yay! There you go. So they're like, Nintendo's making new, smaller cartridges. So now we don't have to spend as much money. Now we have an option that's not game key card. Now we have an option that lets us put the whole game on there. So that's what we're going to do. But here's the monkey wrench. Nintendo never announced that. So what are they talking about? Shortly after, they updated their website with a completely different statement. It said, "We're happy to share a positive update regarding the Switch 2 version of R-Type Dimensions 3. We could recalculate the production in a way that wasn't possible before." So here's what happened. In my opinion, Inin let loose with a bit of private information that they believed was public, but it wasn't. And Nintendo doesn't want the public talking about this, because then the public's like, well, everybody's got to put their games on this, blah, 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 whatever. So here's what's going on. Clearly, Nintendo is giving developers on Switch 2 more options now when it comes to Switch 2 game cards. So it appears there are now 2 smaller storage sizes available. So less than 64 gigs is out there. So now publishers will have an option that will let them put the full game on a game card at a cheaper price than what the game key card would be. So huzzah. Great news. It's just Nintendo is not officially announcing that, and Inin accidentally revealed it. So we know it's actually happening. It's not like Inin made a mistake and they're like, oh, this thing doesn't exist and we're wrong. It's that they let loose with information that Nintendo didn't want them to share. So this is great news all around, basically. More options for publishers and developers to put their game cards on. Less reason to go in a game key card direction unless your game takes up more than 64 gigs. If you're under 64 gigs, you have 2 new options available. So great news, really. And that's what you like to see. Then they put out a whole statement after that. Blah, 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 blah. I knew you were going to do that. Yeah, they put out another statement after to like really, really cover their butts. But they made a mistake. They said something they shouldn't have said. And this is happening. And we'll see where things go from here. Austin McBucket says, well, you see, when a man and a woman love each other very much, what is this in relation to? Sticer says, great. Now, will someone explain to me what exactly a game key card is? And that was Aussie McBucket's response. Very funny. But yeah, good news all around. So there you go. Let's, complaints for game key cards should die down a bit going forward, but they will still exist. I'll think of something. I always do. And now we did that. We did that. All right, North America, your sweetest are your Umami releases. Umami, here comes your releases in North America, as told by me. All aboard, everybody, for the Umami release.
And the first one is appropriate.
Oh my God. Switch 2 is getting A Train. All aboard. Tourism. Switch 2 edition. That's available on Switch right now. but you'll be able to get the game on Switch 2 in a Switch 2 edition. If you own the Switch edition, you can upgrade to the Switch 2 edition at a nominal fee. I don't remember what it is. $5, $10, something like that. Cast and Chill is available on Switch 2, as is Switch, but this is a Switch 2 edition. Looks kind of interesting to me. I want to learn more about it. Relaxing fishing game, but I like the artwork and I like the style. It's
Relaxing
digital fish.
for the fishermen.
It's digital fish. Factorio Switch 2 edition. I've always felt like that's a game you would get into, and I'll leave it at that. The Rogue Prince of Persia is available on Switch 2. That is, yes, actually Prince of Persia with a roguish twist. I've heard very good things about it, and I'm curious to check it out myself. System Shock is also available on Switch 2. That is a brand new version of the classic game, made to take advantage of the Switch 2 and some extra features. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, a game that Dew and I both enjoyed, that is now available in a Switch 2 edition. Again, you can upgrade to the Switch 2 edition if you own the Switch edition, I believe for a nominal fee. I think you have to pay, but I don't remember exactly. On the Switch, what do you got? Asphalt Champions, Autosport Racing Simulator, Battle Pixel, Big Trouble in Little Chimney, Cat Girl Survivor, Clover Pit Gamble, Clutch Time, Basketball Deck Builder. I don't know what the hell that means. Probably, I guess, a card game about basketball. Cosmic Arcade Tycoon, Crowded Mysteries 2, Winter Romance. That sounds like a Hunter Finder game to me.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
going to look it up afterwards. Cup Heroes, which is a free-to-play game. Demon Spire, Dive Expedition, the MSX2 version of Yurei-kun, Electronics Puzzle Lab 1 and 2 Collection, Escape Game Room 08, Hidden Cats on Christmas, Luminous Storia, Hidden Cats, sorry. Monsters and Cards, Nordic Ashes, The Complete Saga, Opidum, that's a four-player online game. It's Minecraft-ish. That may be a terrible description. Raptor Evolution, Sheepy, A Short Adventure, Sports Challenge 65 Games Edition, Super Ultimate Fighters X, The Days Without Gods, Timor 6 The Cadaver, Unholy Adventure Mystery, What is Older, Woodle Tree Bundle, and finally Zumba Dragon's Marble Trial. No comment for me. I don't get a comment. Well, which of you wants to take on the Nikki Hill suite releases?
I'll do it if that's
Okay.
okay with you,
Please
MomBrain.
do.
Well, Josh, you want to do your thing or no?
What are the next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet releases.
What are our friends across the pond jumping in on?
Ooh,
Ladies and
oh,
gentlemen,
that's what I wrote.
Dew Michaels here, reading the European releases of the Year of Our Lord this year. And thank you, Nikki Hill. We speak your name. It's terrible.
They've spoken.
Switch 2, A-Train, All Aboard Tourism, Cast and Chill, Divinity Original Sin 2, System Shock, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, The Rogue Prince of Persia, The Rumblefish 2, Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Return Special Edition.
I have such vivid memories of playing both Tomba games. So, like, I don't know why. Those games were really good. I just don't know why those stick out of my mind so much.
No, probably the name. It's really good. I don't know anything about Tomba. I'm sorry. It sounds like
Tomba's just the character's name.
is it a boar? Does he hang
No,
out with
but
a
he
meerkat?
Fights boars.
Oh. Analog 12. Oh, this is for regular Switch. What are we calling it? Switch?
Yes.
Analog 112. Baradroid. Baroque become a meta being revive. Baroque shooting reversed. Battle Pixel. Brock Complete Bundle. Bus Sim 25 City Simulator. This is great. This is awesome. I wonder who gets fooled by this. Call of Warfare FPS modern shooter. Cast and Chill, Chernobyl, Escape from Pripyat.
You know, somebody's grandma is getting them Call of Warfare.
You know
I
it.
got it, honey.
We've got Call of Warfare at home. Clutch Time, Basketball Deck Builder, Dadish 4, Demon Spire, Dino Land, MSX20, Yurikun, MSX2, Yuriken, Escape Game, Room 08, Escape Game, Room 08, Farm Simulator 2025, Hexachippy, HoloLive, Goro Goro Mountain DX, pardon me, a little indigestion, Humans, Lucha Align, Myriad Death, Opidum, Police Border Contraband Patrol Simulator, Samu, Sophia's Animal Clinic, Mission Wildlife Park, Sports Challenge 65 Games Edition, Super Ultimate Fighters X, Synth Riders, System Shock, Tanglewood, Teeny Tiny Trains, Terminator 2D No Fate, The Days Without Gods, Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Return Special Edition, Toy Cowboy Royale RPG
That is a tough
Dragons
one to say.
Challenge.
I think I've
Cat-
heard
toy
Dew
and
call
cowboy.
you his Rami cowboy toy before.
Gonna change
Boy
my name on the site
toy.
You're
for April Fool's Day.
You're
Look out
my
for it.
Royal Raw Meat Toy Boy Cowboy.
You sure are.
Anonymous. Trouble Witches, final episode 01, Daughters of Amalgam. Use your words too. What is older? And last but not least, Zumba Dragons Marble Trial. There is a comment. It's from Steister, and they say, looking forward to next week's end of the year summary with Nikki's sweet releases unwrapped.
That would be insane if he went through all the games that he's read throughout the year. That would be our longest show ever. Thank you, Nikki. Again, we speak your name. Those are your top stories. MomBrain, what have you been playing?
Bingo.
How's it going? You got a whole bunch of bingos yesterday. I heard a lot of
Of course I
them.
did. Of course I did.
That's a bingo.
Double bingos, triple bingos, a whole lot. First one to get a bingo.
Yeah, once I even got a jackpot bingo, which was really cool. Thank you. Thank
Holy
you.
cow.
Thank you. That's it.
Okay. Do
Uku. Played some Animal Crossing Old Horizons. Nothing that I can think of that's new, and that just shaking the trees and getting the ornaments and crafting stuff and snow and all that kind of stuff. Fortnite, still fun. The winter fest is happening right now. Kind of a bummer this year. You can't stack your presents in the lodge, meaning you can't not play for a week. Come to the lodge and open 7 presents. They want you to, I guess, log in every single day and get your presents in the morning. So I'm going to try to remember to do that so I don't miss anything, because I'm one of those guys that's got to have it for no additional cost.
Hey, I mean, depending on the time, if you're looking to just jump in there and mess around a little bit because you want to get this stuff, you let me know.
Well, it's just literally going to the lodge and opening a present. You don't even have to play a game. And I like how they do the lodge. It's been like this for a couple of years now, where like you pick a present and you can like press
Rattle
a button
it.
to shake it,
Yeah.
and like it's just fun.
I like this Hatsune Miku Snow Mix emote that's in there right now. I'll be getting that tonight. Holy moly.
Hopefully. Well, you have to pick the present that it's in, right? Or is it
No, I'm looking in the shop right
Oh,
now.
cool.
It's just the regular emote that's in there right now.
very cool? Well, yeah. Good work, Fortnite. And as far as I almost said congratulations, and then I was like,
yeah.
you know what?
No,
like
I actually mean it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen everything. I've played and beaten a little game called.
Hold on. Sorry to do that right at this time.
It's not
Did
important.
you see the SpongeBob SquarePants companion for Fortnite? So now you have dogs and cats that run around.
Oh no, I
You
didn't.
can get a little SpongeBob
Really?
that runs around with you, and he says things to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I saw an amazing TikTok of it, like of somebody getting knocked, and I forget it's Sponge. I'll show it to you later, but SpongeBob said something like, hang in there or something like that, and then they gets killed right away. It
Oh my
looks
God.
incredible. They have
That sounds
SpongeBob
great.
who does that, and then there's a whole bunch of other SpongeBob stuff in there too.
I'm
but-
telling you, man, that the companion thing, it's gonna have something for everybody soon.
No. We dance to this song regularly.
we do this song all the time. We just did it yesterday.
We had like a disco.
I am
yeah.
spending so much money today in Fortnite. Oh my
Wow.
God. The
Christmas,
Jellyfish
you know?
Jam. So sorry. Let's get off this.
This
Let's go.
let's stop talking about the games that we played.
Well, you got right to the
Okay.
point where you were going, oh, dude. I wish you cared about SpongeBob because this is incredible. MomBrain.
Wow.
SpongeBob's Paddy Wagon.
Holy cow, that thing's
The
awesome
Paddy
with the
Wagon
pickle
is in
wheels and
here.
everything.
Oh my God.
You gotta get that thing.
That's incredible. Oh, man, I'm going to spend so much money tonight. All right. I'm really done. Go ahead.
That's all right. So I played and beat a little game called Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it's a great Metroid Prime game. I had a lot of fun with it. I've said all the things that I like about it already the past couple of weeks. The boss fights are a real standout. The end boss fight I found extremely frustrating. But that's just because I had died a lot. It was challenging, but it felt good to finish. I have to say that there were nothing took the sweetness out of the game for me, but there were a couple of things that I wish for my play style that they left out. There is kind of like a thing at the end of the game where you have all the green crystals you've been collecting, you put towards the memory fruit in order to grow it, and it has to get to a certain amount in order to, I guess, give you the seeds so that you can get to the ending. And if you haven't, you might not have a problem, RMC, since you're rolling around the desert having a good time.
I've
But-
already been back to that thing a couple times to feed it.
Yeah. So the problem for me was I got to the end and I thought I really was. I got 95% of all scans and all items. So like, or 100% of all items and 95% of all scans. So I missed one thing somewhere, maybe two things, but I missed something somewhere. And of course, it doesn't tell you what.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go back and retry to get it. But the point of me saying that is I explored and played this game. Like I didn't just like rush through it. And by the time I got to the end, it was like, oh, you have to drive around and get all these crystals, and we're not going to tell you.
Crystals.
I don't know. So like, it wasn't as tedious, but it brought back like Wind Waker vibes at the end of
The
Wind Waker,
Tangle
where you
thing.
had to go and get these like little treasures and find them all over, and it just seemed like they were prolonging the experience for no good reason. I had similar vibes with this. Really didn't like that part, but knowing me, and I'm not going to give away anything, but knowing me, you might be able to get it. The reward that you get for doing that, other than being able to play the end of the game, is man, it's
Oh.
due to a T. Let's just put it
Wow.
that. So
The main man shows up, I'm guessing.
no, it's even more elementary than that.
Wow.
But yeah, so the reward for doing that was actually really cool, and I was like, okay, I didn't like doing that, and I didn't like all the, because Miles is in your ear being like, go here, get this, do this, and like it got to me. I know it's not getting to you, but it got to me.
Again, yeah, I'm just going to jump in because you're talking about it right now. I have made a point to count now every time he talks to me. Since we talked last week, I've heard him twice. That's it. I think it's just because of the way I'm going through the game.
It's got to be. It has.
One
to be.
time he was like, go check out the winter place. And he said it once. And the other time I was like, if you're lost, check the map. And he said that once. And that's literally all that I've heard the whole time.
Yeah,
Though I mean, like literally each one of those once, and that's it.
yeah, that's okay. Good for
No,
Congratulations.
I wanted to make it clear. I wasn't saying like I've heard those only two things, but I've heard them multiple times.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, no, I understand. But again, I don't know, you're playing it a little different. Like I did a lot of the desert cruising at the end, and I think a lot of it was just like me driving around and him every 5 minutes being like, oh, he doesn't know where to go. I better chime in and tell him something. And it's like, no, I'm just collecting missiles and stuff. Like, leave me alone.
yeah.
So That was kind of annoying. But it wasn't game breaking at all. At all. Like everything was fine, and like the motorcycle was a lot of fun. There's a couple, like I mentioned before, there are a couple non-desert motorcycle bits that I thought were cool. So, all of that was really cool. I personally didn't care for the story overall. I didn't care for the characters, most of them, and like how the story progressed with them. I thought it was very predictable and also not interesting. And like it really bothered me for some silly reason, like that Samus doesn't talk and everyone's talking and asking her questions and getting this information somehow from her. And I know it's silly because we have video games that are like this and it is a game, but like that kind of stuff was annoying me. Was it a huge part of the experience? No. Did it mess anything up from Metroid Prime for me? Not at all. But it was stuff that I don't wish, but I feel like for me, they could have left that stuff out, concentrated more on the world building and maybe the creatures. I said last week, I wish there were more creatures. I wish the world felt real. The thing, it's funny. I think you like it for the reason I don't like it. Like you said last week, I love that there's not a million points on the map and it feels like I'm discovering whatever I'm discovering. I don't feel that way. I feel like there's a vast nothingness and it didn't feel lived in. Like when I played the other 3 Metroid Prime games, I felt like the worlds were lived in. They felt real. This kind of felt like a game, which isn't bad. I had fun. Games are fun, and it is a video game. So like I can't explain it to that. It still had all the Metroid Prime bits to it that I love, and that was fun. But I don't know. I'm ready maybe for but I like these open world games. I'm ready for something a little more like lived in is the word I keep using. Like they didn't really feel real. It felt like stages that you were playing rather than like a world that I'm living in. And but yeah, and I also didn't really like Silax, the bad guy. Maybe there's going to be more of a story moving forward. But as all that stuff was like so underutilized and underexplained, and like I really didn't. Me personally, and not everyone's going to feel this way, I really didn't care what happened to the characters at the end or the bad guy at the end. I only cared about Samus the whole time, and it was just the way that the story was. I know it sounds like I'm complaining a lot about this, but it's only because everything else that's Metroid Prime is perfect. Like it's fine. I don't want to say fine. I want to say it's great. Like if you like Metroid Prime, you should play it. But I feel the criticisms were valid. Maybe not the extra mean ones, but yeah, like I think a lot of the criticisms were pretty valid. It's pretty shallow, predictable story, vapid.
Is this your first encounter with Silax?
It might not be. Maybe I don't remember.
You didn't play Hunters.
I did play Hunters, but I didn't play a lot of it.
And you didn't play.
I've only played the
Federation Force.
I didn't play Federation Force.
Yeah,
maybe there's more with him.
Yeah,
maybe there's more with them in that, and that explains what he is in this game. But like, there's almost no reason why he hates Samus, what it's about. Like, there's one little flashback scene that is very obtuse, so you don't really know what we're getting. So look, I don't play Metroid for the story generally, so it's fine. But it's like if you're gonna add all these characters and these elements to it, then try a little harder with the story or with the dialogue or with something. So for me, those were the bits that I didn't care for. And like I said, if it wasn't for the reward that you get for doing the green gems, I'd probably be a lot more due about this. But yeah, overall, a lot of fun. Smooth as butter. I could spider ball all day long, and yeah, I was a little bummed out that I only got 95%. I thought I had everything, and so then I had to go on YouTube and watch the ending so I could see Samus take her helmet off. But
spoiler alert.
I didn't think that was a. But yeah, I know it sounded like I complained a lot about it. I just want to be clear what my personal feelings are about the extra bits in it. Do I think it was wildly taken out of context on the internet, as with most things? Yes. But there were some valid criticisms for me in there.
Straight Jeff says maybe you would have liked Silex more if you got the amiibo. Did you think about that?
Yeah, yeah, all that stuff. We talked about it the previous weeks. We don't have to keep talking about it. I say, all I can tell you is if you liked any of the Metroid Primes, play this one. And if you
it's the
didn't,
worst.
well, then you're missing out. And
You
that's all
need
I'm
to
gonna
have an
say.
opinion on something you're not going to play. That's what we do. We don't watch, we don't play, we don't read, but we are very opinionated
But
about it.
this is I think why I'm saying this, because I did play it, and I'm allowed to, in a nice way, talk about the things that I didn't care for.
Yes,
and I
you
think that's
are
normal.
what the internet needs. Yes, 100%. That is normal. You offer your opinion on something after having experienced it. Yes, I want the world to be like that.
Well, welcome to my world now, baby. But yeah, so lots of fun, and yeah, it's good to have Metroid Prime back. It makes me want to go back and play 2 and 3 again. I'm not going to, but yeah, like there's a lot of things that are great about it. What I want to know though is like, how many of these ancient races is she going to come upon where she scans their story and their stories are like eerily depressingly the same? It's like we were a utopia, and then bad things happened, and then we all died and starved. And it's like there's like three games where that's like they're just a different race. It was like the Chozo and then the Luminos, and now it's in this one the
I don't remember.
Viewers. No, that's the planet. Anyways, yeah, it's just a silly thing. Obviously, it's fine. So there was that. There's one more game that I need to talk about that I've played this week. I started playing this game called on PlayStation. I started playing it on PlayStation 5. It's called The Long Dark. It's been out since like 2017. It's like this survival.
I guess it's a PlayStation Network thing.
No, it was. I paid for it. I paid to play this game.
How did you find out about it?
I think because of all my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 like tips and tricks videos that I was like looking up for like survival things, I started getting like long dark survival gameplay stuff, and I don't know what happened. I clicked on this one. There's this guy from Norway that's great. I just don't know why, but I can watch him play this game. And I was like watching for 2 days this guy play this game, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. Like, why am I watching this? So I went and I bought it, and I've been playing it, and it's pretty good. It's definitely not for everyone. It's like a very high survival kind of thing. Like you crash land a plane in the Canadian wilderness, and you have to survive out in like this blizzardy snow area, and you have a warmth meter, an energy meter, a food meter, and a drinking meter, and if any of them are depleted, you start to lose health. So you have to like balance keeping those up while looting. It's all about looting and finding gear and finding upgrades and repairing your clothes and getting warmer clothes. I mean, it sounds so boring, like, and a lot of it is
a conundrum, because I don't like Kingdom Come Deliverance, and this are like a laundry list of things that on paper would seem like you would be so against it, and it seems like it's your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of walking, which could turn people off, but there's something about it where the world design is beautiful, but at the same time it's scary. You know what I mean? Like, because you're trying to survive and you don't know where you are. And I think it's obviously going to get easier the more I play and the more I can understand the territories. But when you drop in and you don't know where you are and you're just like walking, and then a blizzard happens, and then there's wolves that are attacking you, and then you're like trying to just find like a farmhouse or a barn to like stay in and build this fire, and like the fire like might not light the first time, and you're like dying. Like, it was really, really engaging. There was something about it where I was just so engaged. Like, one time I died from like a bear attacking me, and then another time I died because I froze in the blizzard. Like I went to sleep for too long, and it was like, you died, and I was like, wait, what? And then like once I ate like wolf meat, and I got parasites, and like
The parasites
Yeah.
want to.
like it's really, I don't know, like it doesn't sound all that engaging, and there's a lot of like downtime. There's a lot of like, you got to boil snow to make your own water, and you're like repairing your clothes while you're boiling the water, and you have to keep wood and you have to go find wood, and like you could be doing great and then like get caught in some blizzard and like literally not see anything or know where you are, and then you die in a blizzard, and it's very frustrating. But every time you die, you learn something new. Like so I don't know, there's a lot to it. I'm really liking it. I've been jumping back and forth between the story mode and just the survival mode. There's an endless survival mode that some of these people I've been watching online of like 1,000 days in this game. And it's like I literally died on the first day, like literally the first day in the game. And then I made it to 3 days, and I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at this game.
Yeah.
And like now my character's on like 19 days, and I think that's pretty good. So yeah, I've been having fun doing that. The story mode is okay. I like the story mode because there's like missions to do, and it like kind of points you in a direction, and you have a map to look at. When you play the survival mode, you're gonna love this. You have to go to a fire pit that you've used already, and when it's out, and take charcoal, and then you have to like draw your own map, and it draws like literally the tiniest part. So you have to, I'm telling you, man, you'd hate it, but it's really immersive. It's really fun.
You
for
give me any game with a hunger meter or a warmth meter
and that's the whole game. Like that's like the point of the
sleep
game.
meter or any of that, and I will tooth and nail fight against that because I have no interest in that at all. Like Zelda games, I'll eat 17,000 peppers before I go find something to wear. Like I hate that so much. It drives me insane. I'm like, can I just enjoy the game? Now I got to worry about, like, I worry about staying warm and eating food in real life. Like that's not doing anything.
You would
for me in
hate
a
this
game.
because the entire game is literally that, and it's finding stuff, and you have to like weigh, is it better to leave my safe zone to try to find some new stuff? Because I could stay in this cabin and I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm going to run out of food if I stay here for more than 2 days. And it's like, do I leave now and try to find something to hunt or find another territory to loot? And, do I have the clothes to do it? Will I find better clothes? Will I find a weapon? Will I, you're picking up stones and throwing them at rabbits to like try. I'm telling you, Danielle, you'd hate MomBrain, you'd hate it. There's this, I'm not even going to tell you what you do with the rabbit when you hit it with a stone. It's awful. It's terrible, but you feel like you have to do it to survive. Like it's, I'm telling you, there's something, and I think it was adding to my anxiety this week because you don't know what you're going to get. And when you die, it's permadeath. You can't just save it. And
Sounds very realistic.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to it. And there's just something about, it's not the most realistic looking game. The graphics are stylized, but it's beautiful looking. And it really does this thing where it's a beautiful world and you want to stop and enjoy it, but it's also deadly. It's also very real and very deadly. And
that.
They do a good like balance between the two. It's very interesting. So, and it's like, looting and exploring, like that kind of stuff I really dig. So I've been happy doing that kind of thing. So one thing I do like a lot about The Long Dark, I've done very minimal research on it. It's been out since 2017, but they've been releasing episodes since then, and the last episode is going to be coming out in February. I was going to wait to buy it. That's why I was like not buying it for those first 2 days. I was watching that guy's YouTube's videos, but then I was like, you know what, I'm buying it. So and I'll get that new episode when it comes out. But like when you turn the game on, like the menu screen says this game was developed by people who care about their players, by people who don't believe in crunch. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then the fact that they've been working on it since 2017 and doing this, and like I don't know much about the community, but if this guy from Norway is any indication of what the community for this game is like, I think it's like a really great group of people. It seems like a good thing. So there's a lot to like about the game. If you're not into survival or eating or sleeping or any of that stuff, I do not recommend it. If you like camping, it's like the most extreme camping simulator I've ever, not that I've played any, but I've ever seen. And yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. Lots of ambient noise. Every once in a while, they'll throw in like a cool little like eerie music thing to punctuate something, and that is enjoyable too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of The Long Dark, and yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. It's one of those things that I probably never would have had the patience for earlier in my life, but maybe in 2017 I wouldn't have. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. So thanks for listening to all of that rigmarole. And RMC, what are you playing?
Thanks for asking. I played Fortnite. I love Fortnite. Having a lot of fun. Really enjoying this new season. I played more Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I am working my way through the winter place. And I'm really enjoying that location. I particularly like the section I just did where it's like you're finding I don't know what they are, glyphs that you have to like rotate around to find the code to open doors. And you're walking through a facility that's got like frozen creatures in it, and you don't know if they're going to come back to life or not, and all that.
I really liked that area.
So I'm doing all that. I just cleared out a big portion of that, and I'm working my way back out now. So love that area. Love everything about it.
I love that part.
I love the not wolves circle that attacks you like out in the front of that place where it's like all of them running around.
That was crazy. That was pretty cool.
Because you got to take out a good amount of, like, it's basically you survive that part for long enough, and then one of the Federation people will help you out. But
I was playing that, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And then it like kept going on, and I was like, "Oh, it's getting harder." And then I was like, "I think I might die here." Actually,
yeah.
If this doesn't end soon, like, when's it gonna end?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, right when I was thinking, like, how many of these do I have to kill? And
it's like right when
I. So yeah, I really like that. Been riding around, wandering. I love that environment. I can't get enough of it. I want more games that do environments like that, because the lack of things being built up and the lack of things like here's a point of interest, the lack of those like purposefully laid out in a path for the player, I just find really engaging. I like the fact that I'm like opposite of the fact that I drive out there and there's nothing for some stretch, and then I happen upon something makes it feel more realistic to me. I don't know.
I don't mind that. I mean, you're not going to understand, but like in Cyberpunk, there's tons of desert where you can drive around and not see anything, and then you've come across something crazy or nothing, and it's interesting. But like in this game, I was trying to say like it felt hollow. It didn't feel like Tears of the Kingdom felt like a real world. This kind of felt like a game with just like levels, and it's not a bad thing, but.
And I have the complete opposite feeling for the desert part, obviously, like the snow and all the other places feel like a video game. But I love that. I really love the desert. I could spend my whole time out there driving around crashing into green gems and finding wreckage and stuff. I don't know. I just love it. But that's where I'm at there. So, I got a lot more to go. I really like using the mouse to play a lot. I particularly like using the mouse for unlocking doors and spinning the glyphs to look at and like tracing the lines to open up things. It just is very satisfying. It feels really good. But yeah, I'm loving it, and I'm really, really, really enjoying everything I've played so far. I don't really have any complaints as of right now. And then the other thing I played a new chapter of Dispatch. I want to say it was the 4th chapter. Now, I don't want to talk about it since it is coming to Switch and Switch 2. I don't want to talk about it story spoiler-wise, but I desperately want to talk to you about one decision in this chapter. So this chapter is the one that starts off very sexual in nature.
Daddy like
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Of course I do.
Okay. And you how I need to think of how
Hard on.
You have a choice to potentially date someone, and there's two choices. I'm trying to
Not
think
gonna lie,
about.
I'm sweating a little bit.
Okay. Did you choose to date the person you first met or the person you second met? Okay, because I also went with the second one, but it was a
It
very
feels
tough
like-
decision for me because I like them both. But the second one, I felt like I was like, in real life, I would enjoy the second one more.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, well, I can't
would-
say anymore. I'll talk to you more about it later.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. I feel like the choice that we made is canon. It felt like that's what they wanted you to do.
Well, it
Personally.
told me 57% of people picked that one. So it's pretty split.
I'm surprised it's not more. But I don't know.
And the 10 Division says, should we had the hentai correspondent on this? I also thought that the first person, based on their position in the company, it wouldn't be all that appropriate to see a relationship.
okay.
that way.
Yeah. I mean, I was playing it like a video game. You're playing this one like a real. This is what's so funny about you and I. Like, I'll play an open world game to experience something real when it's totally not real. It's just an open world game. But like, and you hate those, but you'll play a game like this and be like, what would I do in real life based on my morals? And I'm just like, who's hotter? Boom!
I don't pick. I don't stop to think what would I do in real life. I think about it as if it is real life. I'm like, oh, I really like them because of this, but I also like them because of this, and then this thing happened. It's not like what would real me do. It's real me making the decision. I'm just, not actually living it. I'm just playing it out. But that's going to happen in that chapter. Chapters before, when those two characters are eventually whatever, at some point the game's going to ask you, which one do you want to try and date or whatever. And I was dreading that decision because I was like, I like them both, but for different reasons. And when it came up, I was like, I don't know what to like. I tried to think of it way ahead of time, and it just made it worse. And I was like, I honestly, this is a very, very, very tough decision for me. But the second person won out.
Do you remember a part where the guy who's basically Superman, I forget his name.
Yes.
He's actually
Phenomenal man.
Yeah, phenomenal man. He's dating one of the people, and like when he was like, oh, we're going on a date, we're flying to Japan or something.
Yes.
And she's behind. He's like, do you want to come? And she's like, shaking her head.
Yeah.
What did you do in that situation?
I said no.
Yeah. Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm
and
curious
she
what
remembers
happens
that
if you say.
decision because it says she remembers that and she thanks you for it later.
Yeah, I thought that was nice, but
it's like, I kind of want to go, but it's going to be so awkward, and she obviously doesn't. So I'm like, I'm not.
They would find a way to have you not go, and there's no way they're going to have a whole scene in Japan where you're eating sushi with them. Maybe.
So yeah, I made that decision in this newest chapter. Very interested in seeing where it's going, but boy, am I curious to see what would have happened with the other one too. I really do like them both. It's just the one I chose. Obviously,
I almost played again to see how different it would be with another choice.
I also have another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Without spoilers, in that same chapter, you have the choice between two characters to add to your team. And I don't want to spoil who they are. You have to get rid of one member, and then they give you an option for two new members. One of them, how do I say this without spoiling? One of them is bigger, and one of them's not big. Which one did you pick?
One of them's Miles McKenzie, and the other one is, I picked bigger, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna have to talk to you after the show because I'm thinking. Because my Miles McKenzie,
one of them is a guy that passed. One of them is a guy that passed out on a car, and one of them is a guy that is a custodian.
Yes, I went bigger then.
The guy who passed out on the car. That's who you chose. Okay, yeah, I did not pick that.
I figured you wouldn't. I mean, come on, man. Like, are you playing? I'm playing
100% what I would do in real life.
You don't want to see what would be more funny and more fun. You'd rather have it be your life.
I'm playing for what I would do in real life. Yeah, I'm not.
Good luck.
Listen, anybody can play the game however they want, but when you come to games where it's like make your decisions or whatever. I'm making decisions based on what I would really do because I want to see how that would play out. And you're making decisions on what would entertain me more. And I don't think either of those is wrong. It's just two different ways of playing the
He's
same game.
hilarious. My guy's hilarious.
Really? Because everything so far, I don't like the guy.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
We got. I mean,
Well, because he gets depressed.
yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
not that depression's funny, but with this guy, it's
Yes.
hilarious.
yeah. Well, the guy that I chose, everybody makes fun of him all the time, so that's really funny.
Yeah, I mean, look, that guy grew on me. When he first came in, I really didn't care for him, but
Yeah.
he grew on me, and I like him.
I mean, I didn't dislike him, but he was somewhat annoying. But I also felt really bad for him because clearly he's been treated that way because of how he is all the time. So I'm like, yeah, I got the opportunity. There's one guy who's he's done so much, and one guy's brand new. Let me, I'm doing some. I was like, I'm in a new position. Let me give somebody else a chance to also prove that they can do something.
Well,
So
I
that's
think
why I did it.
the good news is I don't think there's a wrong decision. You know what I
I
mean?
would
Like,
imagine there's not.
it's just
Yeah.
the story plays out differently, but you
Yeah.
still, I'm sure you'll still get to the. It's not like, oh, you pick that guy, the game's over.
Yeah, there was a line also, and then I'm done. There was a line about again, we've said the game is very funny. The writing can be very funny. There is a line where one of the characters tells you that they had a sex dream about you. And one of the options is it the one where is it the dream where I have a big dick? And that's the one that I chose. And the character is that what you chose?
What were the other two? Because
I don't
didn't-
remember.
I would have never picked that.
Yeah, I thought well the banter between the two is very playful and a little bit, there's a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
didn't think it
something
would
there.
be inappropriate saying it to
Yeah.
the character the way they acted, but I didn't pick that.
I picked that right away. And she was like, as a matter of fact, it is. And then your character goes, yeah, that's the one I have too.
Nice. That's
I was
really,
like,
that's really
funny.
funny. Yeah.
There was something else that came up. Oh, I want to ask you when the one character's nipple is hanging out. Did you tell him or no?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I told him.
did,
I was
yeah.
like, in real life, I would tell him.
You have to.
Yeah. exactly. When she was talking to me at first, I was like, "Is part of her nipple sticking out?"
I was the same way. I was like, wait, what is happening?
The game is. I love those kind of games, like I've said so many times.
It's the game. It's fun.
Narrative adventures, but the writing in this one is stellar. Like
Yeah.
written like real people talking to real people and a very good sense of humor. And when things are serious, it's very well done. So far, I'm incredibly impressed with the writing in this game. And
It's
it's a
terrific.
narrative adventure. So
It's the best parts. It's the best parts of the game. PC's in a
yeah, I
chat
see.
saying if she should play it. 100%. It's so much less stressful than Life is Strange. The only thing I could see you getting stressed about would be the actual gameplay of dispatching people. But once you get in your head that you can click on something and it stops the time, and you have a chance to like listen to all the dialogue that's
Yeah.
going on and then choose what you want to do, you'll fall right into it. I personally think it's way less stakes than Life is Strange. Life is Strange, I was pooping myself with every decision, and I felt the same as you after every episode. Here, I don't know. The writing is stellar, perfect, great. I enjoy the game very much, but I just don't feel the stakes. I felt like whatever I do, I'm still gonna win. It's just gonna be a different storyline.
See, and I feel very similar stakes to Life is Strange, but Life is Strange so far has like big moments where big things happen. But Dispatch is very much more like real life moments where real things happen. And those apparently equally make me just as nervous. So, relationship stuff and talking to people about serious things and like faith and trust and belief and like confidence and all that. Those are the kind of things you're doing in Dispatch. And they make me, I don't want to say uncomfortable. They make me nervous just because I stress out about what I'm going to pick. So I get similar vibes, but I'm not doing similar things. So, but yes, Life is Strange writing overall, not anywhere near as good as Dispatch writing. Like, I'm with you. You have to play Dispatch. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yes, and PCI, I cried at Life is Strange as well. I have not cried at this. Oh, I teared up at that one moment, but because it was a really nice moment. But I haven't been sad cry yet at all. But we'll see where it goes.
I haven't been sad crying.
Let's do questions. Send your questions to gonintpod@gmail.com.
Where?
Go, nintpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, well.
It can be about Nintendo video games in general, or whatever the hell you want. NicoDarunia, how long ago was Josh created? Who created him? Can he virtually live forever, or is he supposed to break down eventually? Well, I met Josh in college, so that's decades ago. And I've never asked him these questions. I feel like it's kind of
Some things should
Yeah.
remain a mystery.
feel like it can be a little touchy, a little personal. Or don't know who created him, and he doesn't want to talk
Why
about it.
don't you ask George?
George, do you know who created Josh?
I always thought it was Josh Groban, but maybe I'm wrong.
Josh? Any thoughts on it?
Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on. Tell us.
We'll just have to
That's
wait
what I figured.
and see. I
So-
would like to hear the views of Deux.
Oh, do you have any thoughts on George or Josh's origin?
I don't know. He's got the edge. Like
Honestly.
he's not a bad robot, but he's got that edge.
No, not at all.
So I think that Dr. Wily created him to be a robot master, but he just wasn't evil enough. So he cut him loose. He's
Josh, man.
and he was like, and Josh was like, I want to get an education, father. So let me go to college. And he was like, you're not going to learn anything in that liberal school. And then, this is a whole thing. You don't have to get into it, but
That was a really great story.
thank you. Thank you.
So yes, in Dew's story, which we don't know if it's true or not, Dew's story, Dr. Wily would be real. So that's a scary world. That's a scary world. But some might say Elon Musk is Dr. Wily. He's making those weird ass robots, and who knows if they're going to kill people or not. I've seen them fall over and be unable to make a drink, but outside of that, maybe they'll kill
There
them.
is that part at the end of Mega Man 2 where you're going to Wily's castle and you could see him smoking ketamine.
Yes, they took that out
My
of
name's Josh Robot,
whoa,
and I'm
what's
here
going
to
on?
say I'm the best on this podcast, far and away.
Okay.
I'm so great. And you guys suck. If you don't like that, I don't give a darn.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, they took that out of later
Moving on.
versions of the games. They had Nintendo wasn't cool with that. It somehow slipped past them at first, and then they Capcom had to print new copies, and so very few copies have that in it. But it's definitely true. We also have a Patreon question. MomBrain, did you know that you can join the Patreon?
For $1.
ThePlantRocker did, and they say this. I played the Dragon Drive demo. I love this game so far. It's cool. You can sit and watch other people's games while you wait to join. I'm worried that because the art style is a little like Rocket League, but isn't like Rocket League, and that it's a sport where you're in a wheelchair, that maybe people won't play this. Ironically, there's a lot more physical activity in this because of moving your arms to play. I felt my biceps burning as if I was pushing an actual wheelchair. Do you think pro Dragon Drive players will have big arms? Also, do you think that people will be mad there's no dragons to drive? People will be mad about everything. My opinion, add a ball cam if it's in there. I didn't see it. When you're rolling around but facing the other direction, you really have no idea what's happening with the ball. Otherwise, great game. What's the number you picked for your jersey? Mine was 69, dudes. No one take mine. I haven't played it yet. It's on my list. It's a Nintendo game. Of course I want to play it. I just
Some fanboy you are.
there's plenty, I haven't gotten back to Emio. I haven't played I got so much to go in Hyrule Warriors. Like, it's just there's so many things I want to do, and I'm doing a little bit of all of them, and it takes me a very long time, and that means there's other things that get left behind. With TV shows, well, with movies, it's much easier because the movie's one and done. With TV shows, it is easier because, there's a season and then the season ends. Like, it's easy for me to keep up with anime and TV shows because usually one episode a season comes out, or at worst, you have a whole season, but I pretend that's coming out weekly anyway, so I can fit it into my schedule, and then it's done. With a game, it's like 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours, 70 hours, 80 hours, and you don't know how long it's going to be in most cases, unless you look it up, but that's just an average for people. So it's very hard to know, like, okay, I'm going to finish this tonight. Sometimes you get an idea, but you don't know, so it's tough. Like this, I try to fit in so much. This week, I watched 2 seasons of Slow Horses. I started Star Trek Discovery for a friend. I played Metroid. I played Fortnite. I played Dispatch. I watched 7 other anime things that are on my regular list. I watched the finale of Survivor. There's other stuff I watch. Like, I'm doing so much, and I don't have time to do more, really, unless I was going to cut into things that I like doing even more, which is hanging out with MomBrain or not working. Obviously, I'd like less work, but there's there's only so much time to do all the things I want to do, and I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can. And I'm also old and I'm tired, so it doesn't all happen. So Dragon Drive is something I would love to play. I haven't gotten there yet. I do want to play it, but it seems like not too many people are playing it, and I'm not surprised because they don't like the art style and they don't want to be in a robot wheelchair, or they're not into sports games. Tony De La Mancha, I'm a big Star Trek fan. I didn't watch Discovery because I was very annoyed with Picard. But I always have a soft spot.
The show Picard.
Yes. I always have a soft spot for Star Trek, and I will give any Star Trek a chance. And my one friend who, it's Music Man, he doesn't know anything of Star Trek really, but he listens to Tignataro. That's her name, right?
Sure.
Their podcast, and they were in Discovery, and now they're a character in the Star Trek universe. They're going to be in the next new Star Trek show. So they don't know anything about Star Trek, but they listen to her podcast, and they were convinced to watch the show. So they started watching Discovery, and they like it. And I was like, I'll jump into a Star Trek thing. I'm always down for Star Trek. So I watched the first episode of that a couple days ago, and I actually kind of liked it. I had my issues, but I kind of liked it. But I'm going to play Fortnite with that person tonight, so I'll talk to them. But yes, nothing new for anybody. We all have only so much free time and only so much energy, and we're only capable of doing so much. So games and stuff is difficult. Books are difficult because they take a big chunk of time. But movies and TV shows are easier because it's like you have this much and there's this much there, and it takes literally this much time to do it. So it's tough, but that's
So how many people are like misunderstanding the philosophy of Star Trek and being like, this one's woke?
So my understanding what Star Trek is, the hatred comes from uber nerds that are very familiar with Star Trek, and they may be so close that they can't see it anymore. But people don't. The general public doesn't care about Star Trek enough to get mad about it. Like when you see the heated discussions, it's still very much Star Trek people.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some regular people out there, but it's not like Star Wars. Like Star Trek doesn't have as big as an audience. It's still very popular, don't get me wrong. But people like are in Star Trek forums specifically fighting about it. And how much of an argument is there woke stuff? I honestly don't know because I haven't taken that much of a deep dive, but I'm very I follow Star Trek. I always keep up with what's going on, and I really haven't seen that much about it. And it'd be very surprising because it'd be like you fundamentally don't understand what Star Trek is about, but we see that with Star Wars too. So.
Right. I don't know much about Trekkies, but it seems like they're probably a little bit more quote normal as far as
yes.
being woke and stuff.
Yes. It'd be very hard. I imagine if you watch Star Trek and didn't pick up on how woke it is, which it has been since day one, then either you're completely media illiterate or you're woke. It'd be crazy for me to see a Star Trek fan who's not at least somewhat woke watching Star Trek. Like for someone to be very, very anti-woke but love Star Trek, I'd be like, you don't understand Star Trek at all. But it'd be really crazy because that's like a huge part of Star Trek where it's like we finally got to the point where people don't need to work jobs to make money and we can pursue endeavors, and now we're enlightened and look at what it's done for us. And there's all these other people and races and cultures out there that we work with to build bridges with and all that. And to watch Star Trek and be like,
and I'm going to kiss a black lady.
And to watch Star Trek and be anti-woke, I'd be like, who are you? What? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's just.
But I'm sure they're out there.
It's the day and age, baby.
All right, let's do music, MomBrain, please.
Music?
What are you door dashing?
ShopRite order,
Oh.
but unfortunately, it's being delivered to work because I thought the address was right. So
What do you?
Yeah.
Can you fix it?
I'm trying to.
So no music?
No, I've got music.
But I mean,
You wanna
are
hear
you
it?
capable?
Yeah, I can do
Okay. I'd like to hear it.
it. Here we go.
I remember writing myself a note on my phone, and I was like, my notes don't usually have this weird thing. Oh, it's my list.
I got music. You want to hear
Tell you in
it?
a second.
You want to hear it?
Oh. Send your music to goninpod@gmail.com.
Where?
goninpod@gmail.com.
I will.
Put music in the title. Help out your local
No.
MomBrain. My notes have a list of shirts on the TikTok shop that I want. I have
Ooh.
like 8 different links to TikTok shop shirts that I want to get. Let's do music,
Please
MomBrain,
excuse me.
before you vomit.
Oh dear.
Don't fart in your own office. Also, let me throw up on you.
I burped in my mouth. Okay. Song
Fart.
song number 1 comes from Tony De La Mancha.
That sounds like a GBA font to me. Or DS. I'm going to go GBA.
It is, I believe, GBA. Hold on. Yeah, GBA.
It's first party?
Yep.
Okay. It's that I was lost until that. I knew it was first party. That instrument, that fake flute. I'm going to guess it's Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
What's on GBA Kirby? Amazing Mirror?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't think there's another Kirby on GBA. I might be wrong.
That
You got it.
that like chord progression or whatever reminded me of the very fast version of the Pikmin End of Day song. The
Yes, you're right.
All right. This next one comes from Steister.
Is this Clonoa?
No.
I'm in the chat. Don't say anything. I'm not looking, but don't say anything. Okay, I'm out. Can you turn it up, please? Love it. So this has to be DS or GBA.
No.
It's not. Is this 64?
Yep.
I don't know what this is at all, but you might as well go. I got no guesses what this is. I never heard this in my life. There's a noise I would have known from 64.
I'm not really surprised.
It's not a bad song.
It's not Donkey Kong.
It's not first party. I know that. I'm sure it's some platformer, or mascot game. I don't know what it is. It's clearly a mascot game.
I mean, maybe, but it's no mascot I know.
I just mean like a mascot platformer. Those could be one-offs, like not necessarily something that catches on. I don't know. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know.
Chameleon Twist.
I used to see that box at the rental store all the time, and I never got it.
All right.
What
That
a
was from
twist.
Steister. This one's from Radical Defect / Master Higgins.
Oh, yeah, baby. Come on. Nintendo's greatest achievement ever. Nintendo's real fans have played this game, and if you haven't played it, then you're not a real Nintendo fan. I'm sorry. Mole Mania, baby.
You're correct.
Come on. Listen to what they're making that Game Boy do. You know why? Because it's a puzzle game, so there's not a lot of other noises going on. So all the channels get to be used for songs. It's great.
Okie dokie.
Miyamoto,
good
where is the sequel?
It's a good tune.
I make theme parks now.
This one's from Alien Boy VA.
Damn.
Yikes.
Shots fired.
Is it first party?
Yes.
Is it DS era? Oh, not anymore.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
I like it a lot. It has that like Wii DS era.
I was gonna say like a Wii supplemental channel thing.
It's
going
got that vibe to it without a doubt.
It's not.
Do you know the system?
Switch.
Oh my god! And this is first party on Switch.
Yes.
I like it. It doesn't sound like Pokemon.
It's not Mario. It's not
It's
Zelda.
not.
It's not Pokemon. It's not
It's like a
Kirby.
Fire
It's not
Emblem.
Fire Emblem. It's not
Xenoblade.
Nope.
Nope.
It's not Tomodachi Life. It's not Rhythm Heaven.
Tours.
It's not Welcome Tour. That's not a bad guess.
But it's Switch 1.
Ah, yes. What first party games have we not mentioned from Nintendo? It's not Splatoon.
Nope.
It's not Ice Climbers. It's not Donkey Kong.
Clubhouse games.
Nope.
See House Cheese. Yeah, bummer. I don't know it.
Is it Animal Crossing?
Yep.
Oh wow.
So then it's gotta be whatever.
Yep.
Old Horizons.
KK Bashment.
These KK songs without KK singing.
Yeah. Tricky.
I mean, all the music is great.
This one's from No Blades, No Bows.
Man, I snuck that one in there. I know this.
I think you do. Pretty sure you played it.
I feel like I know this and I played it a lot, but I don't know what it is. Okay. I feel I've settled on the answer. I'll give you the way that I got there.
Okay.
I feel like I know this. I feel like I played it a lot. I started from there. It sounds first party-ish, but Pokemon style to me. And for that to make sense, it has to be Pocket Card Drive.
You're correct.
Hell yeah, I did
Amazing.
play that a lot.
Amazing.
I did play. It's got some. I don't know how to describe the Pokemon feel, but it's got a Pokemon feel. But man, that's a great game. If you haven't played that, play that game.
This one comes from NicoDarunia.
I would stake my entire family's life on this being an RPG for sure.
I think it is.
Hope you're right.
No, I'm so confident in this. I just don't know what one. Remember, my knowledge of RPGs is only in the last like 4 years or so.
Is it Final Fantasy?
It's not.
Is it Alive?
Nope.
Ooh, this is nice.
It's almost Metroid-y.
Is it first party? I'm getting first party vibes. I thought Square Enix for a bit, but
I think so. But
Okay,
let me
okay.
double check.
is it? Man, it's really nice. Is it DS or GBA?
GBA.
And you think it's first party? Then it's Golden Sun.
It is.
Man, I played a big chunk of Golden Sun until I got way too confused.
That GBA sounds great.
GBA, in my opinion, sounds like garbage unless somebody really knows what they're doing. Like, there's a lot of games on GBA that were very disappointing. Like, go listen to, it's like the second Castlevania game on the GBA. I was like, what did they do?
It's sad because they clearly could have, like, I mean, that was excellent.
Yeah, listen, it didn't allow for like high quality like samples and stuff, but if somebody knew what they were doing, like a good example of somebody who worked around the limitations is Capcom, because Minish Cap has a really nice soundtrack. Maybe not too many memorable songs, but a nice soundtrack. But it used a lot of sounds that came from like the Game Boy Color before it mixed in with what the GBA could do. But there's a lot of GBA games where they just like used really low quality samples that didn't sound good. But that was not one of them. That was a beautiful song.
Here's a little ditty from Giant Reggie.
Well, that's a Game Boy Color noise.
Game Boy Color and Game Boy.
That's a Pokemon noise.
Yep.
You ain't fooling me. yellow, red, green, blue, silver, gold.
Gold and silver.
Hey.
You got it.
That one noise is Pokemon out the butt.
All
At least Game Boy Pokemon.
right. This one is from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attack.
This
NES?
is awesome.
Yep. God, I love it.
Sounds slightly broken. I appreciate what they're trying to do. I got no idea what this is.
This is great.
Like if I'm in a movie where I'm like a villain and I get away with something, and I'm like on a beach somewhere at the
Like
end of
a
the movie,
comedy
I want
movie?
this playing.
The audience is gonna love you. They're not gonna allow that. They're like, we can't have the bad guy be loved by the
And
audience.
they're gonna hear that music and be like, well, I guess I'll love her.
I don't
Can't
know.
beat them. Join them.
I got nothing at all.
I got nothing.
Or I'm like dancing around in my kitchen. Yeah, I got away with it. Mario is missing on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
On the NES. Wow. I played it on the Super Nintendo and I don't remember any music from it at all.
You missed out.
Wow. I'm not feeling that song really, so
Well, I'm
bad.
sorry.
it's just me.
That one was from Jet Jaguar. Here's one from Geku Kitsune.
You okay with it? Could be first party. Might be.
It is first party.
N64? Super Nintendo?
No.
What is this? GBA? DS?
DS.
Is there an Olympics Games, Mario Sonic Olympics?
I believe there was. All right, let's just do this. We'll do it again. Mario, Zelda, Kirby,
No.
Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem.
No.
Is it like a random one-off game? Donkey Kong.
Kind of.
Kind of Donkey Kong on the DS. Mario versus Donkey Kong.
No.
Donkey Kong. Kind of Donkey Kong on the DS?
I mean, it's Donkey Kong, but
Mario Kart?
It's specifically kind of Donkey Kong.
Oh, the Mario versus Donkey
That's what I
Kong.
just said.
I wasn't
no.
listening.
Kind.
I wasn't
I
listening.
mean, it's Donkey Kong. It's just not in name.
So Donkey Kong is not in the name.
Right.
Tetris.
No.
Game and Watch.
No.
Donkey Kong. Picross.
No.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Do you give up?
I give up.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh.
I mean, I couldn't have really
No.
given you much else.
No. You're right.
And the final song comes to us from Mikey3319. Here we go.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Literally no answer at all.
I don't know. I couldn't. I mean, nothing's happening yet.
I got nothing.
I don't know.
About.
I'm going to just do a quick little. Hold
I
on.
am out.
Just to. All right, let me just.
We're out.
Well, I want to give you a fair shot.
We don't know what this song is at all.
Okay. It was Disney's A Christmas Carol on the DS.
I would have never gotten that.
No.
First. And like, does that sound like a like a Christmas Carol song?
Right.
That was a
Right.
good one to send in. No chance we're getting that. 6 out of 9. We actually got 6 out of 10, but
Who played with these?
I just picked it up now.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
6 out of 10. We started off very strong and then fell apart.
Well,
And I guess that's it, really. That's all there is to it.
Well, there's one more thing if you wanna.
Sure. We got time for one more.
If you want something new that we've never done before, Deux Views. It's never news. Rumor of the week with Do
I
Michaels.
thought it was starring, and we've definitely done this before.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
Well, at least.
I mean, it's a rumor of the week. It's a,
Okay.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
the rumor.
Well, I'll have to congratulate whoever's been doing this because they've been doing a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I have spiders and flies. They go all around and they find rumors about video games and they bring them to me. These are rumors that you're never going to hear anywhere else. They're very exclusive. And frankly, you're lucky to be hearing them. So here we go. Oh, actually, one of my spiders and fly have handed me a little note here. It says we're doing something different this week with the rumor of the week. Usually it's a rumor, meaning we don't know if it's true. We found out that this is a big one, folks. This one is true. It's 100% true. Take it to the bank. They're taking bets on
You
whether or
guys-
not this rumor is true at the bank.
What
So
a
You're
take
not
it.
going to
honor.
believe this.
What an
You are
occasion.
not going to believe this.
What?
Retsuza just said less than a minute ago, I made a Christmas wish that it would be true this time.
Wow.
Holy cow.
There it is.
Holy
Santa is real.
Cow.
Santa is real. Well, give it to us.
That's beautiful.
I'm very excited. Let's hear it.
Well, folks, with all the success of, well, actually, it wasn't a success. We were talking about it earlier. One battle after another was not a success, but Paul Thomas Anderson, the director, is loving Zelda Age of Imprisonment, and he wants to adapt that into a film. So guess what?
He knows the name is Hyrule Warriors, right?
He doesn't.
Oh, well, now I'm worried.
Well, worry no longer, because playing Rauru is going to be the one and only Leo DiCaprio.
Wow.
And don't worry, because he knows people in high places. His wife, Maya Rudolph, is going to be playing Minoru, Rauru's sister. And on top of all that, Daniel Day-Lewis will stay out of retirement, and he's going to play the mysterious Night Construct. And let me tell you, the way he jumps into roles, you're going to really want to know. He's got it. This is not part of the rumor. This is just something that's true. He has this plot of land in Ireland. Shut up. He's got this plot of land in Ireland, Daniel Day-Lewis, and he's actually spending millions of dollars to make an underground area so he can use a
Build me my
parachute.
depths.
My underground area is not feeling so hot.
So he's gonna jump. He's gonna dive down into the depths and really get into the Knight's Construct role.
No roles for Martinet in this movie?
Strangely, no.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
not announced yet. And it says here, strangely, Zelda is in the movie, but only for the first 20 minutes. So we don't know who's going to be playing her, but
Okay.
yeah. So there you go. Totally true, and
Wow.
something to look forward to.
Was that
Take it
the
to the bank.
last rumor of 2025?
Oh, I
Oh.
believe it was. Yeah, I won't be.
Oh,
I won't be
yeah, you
here
won't
next
be
week.
here. Yeah, that's it. Well,
So
sorry to say that.
I mean, I could have the spiders and flies, come give you guys a rumor.
Maybe
Wow.
George could do it too. Yeah. If you're okay giving it to George,
Of course.
you deliver the spiders and flies
Of
to George.
course. Of course.
We'll get it sorted out. But as for today's show, episode 1006, we are done. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Pragmata 2 screenshots, huh?
Stigmata too?
I'll take a look at that. There they are. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Man, I'm pumped for that game. MomBrain, I really need you to play Dispatch because I really need to know what you do and how much I know you're going to like it.
I think I would like it. Yeah.
Yeah, you would like it. Yeah, you would like it.
Yeah, you can use it.
Anything. Hi, Tall Show. Good to see you just as we're leaving. Anybody got anything they want to talk about before we get out of here, or are we done?
Only one more episode of Pluribus.
Comes out Wednesday, I believe, instead of
Christmas Eve.
not doing it Thursday as to not fight Christmas and Stranger Things, which is also coming out that day.
So weird. Why wouldn't they just like start the season a week earlier? So
What do you
that
mean, Stranger Things?
no, Pluribus. So
Oh.
that like this last one would have been episode 9, the finale.
You know, I often ask myself those questions about certain shows. I'm like, maybe they just couldn't. Maybe things weren't done yet. Maybe they weren't sure they'd be ready. Or other times I'm like,
Who knows?
does nobody like think about this thing a little bit more? Like if we just planned this out 1 week earlier, it would have worked out just fine. Or maybe they want it this close because they're like more people are home and people are around family and they'll be talking about the show and build excitement. And
Yeah, I don't know. Like I told my brother and my mom that I wanted, like after I saw the first episode, I was like, oh, you guys have to watch this show. It's amazing. And then as the season went on, I realized that I love the show and that both my mom and my brother are going to find it so unbelievably boring.
your brother would, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to like it either.
That's disappointing.
Well, hey,
You need to watch
I'm judging them without them watching it, so who knows?
Pluribus.
Okay.
You'd be all over it. You would love the main character. You'd be like, this is me.
She's great.
Roth says, welcome to Dairy season finale, Devil Face and Red Balloon. Roth, we're going to end the show with you telling us how you felt about the show and the finale. I will wait, but I will not wait forever. But I would like to know what you think because I'd rather hear from you than us jump right into what we would
It was, in my opinion, it was am I allowed to curse?
say. We're after show, yeah.
It was a motherfucking miracle.
Whoa!
We are after.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Well, let's see what Roth says. Oh, wait. PC says, wait, I'm on the second to last episode. Don't spoil. Well, Roth, send your hatred to PC because she's ruining it. So never mind. Then I guess we're done. Thanks, PC. You ruined everything.
Unbelievable.
Thanks for watching. Thanks
Some
for listening.
Christmas wish this turned out to be.
Hang out with friends and family. Rest, relax. You deserve it. PC, watch the goddamn episode.
Whoa!
Goodbye. And that's it. We're out of here. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
Goodbye.
everybody.
We are.